Aha! What's cracking? It's your homie Little Mystery. You are now listening to the Emo Brown Podcast, the downest fool in Chula Vista since AC Slater, homie.
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck has happened to us? Ladies and gentlemen and lowlives and white people named Barry Jesbera, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Emo Brown, the podcast, Metiche Monday version, bro. You want to listen to some Eddie Zuko? We're going to listen a little bit of Eddie Zuko, bro.
Set the mood.
I don't think Caesar likes Eddie Zuko. He's always trying to get me to say he's no longer a member. I'm going to read his name right now.
Well, who's here today?
Eddie
Zuko is here today.
Eddie Zuko is here today. Thank you for tuning in. As always, Emo Brown is brought to you by the wonderful people at Grasshopper. For all your medicinal, recreational cannabis needs, please make that card clack. Get 15% back. What happens on Tuesdays at Grasshopper, Lexi?
I believe they get a deal.
What kind of deal, Lexi?
The Emo Brown deal?
Fail,
a pre-roll,
but true.
a pre-roll, a pre-roll.
3 pre-rolls for $12. 3 of these bad boys. It's empty, fool. What the fuck?
Some people call it Tuesday Fun Day. Around here, we call it Toker Tuesday.
Look at that. I love nugs. Look at those things. I'm there at least once a week. Sometimes we get to shake hands with the big bosses. We're not there. We are at, where are we? Tribal. Tribal getting 20% off at Tribal. Go into the lower left, flash that card, make it happen. We're not there. We're at 9.5. We're at Arts and Rec. We're getting discounts all over the South Bay. What's this, you ask? Oh, this is Por Vida. This is coffee. We get discounts there, too. How do you get discounts, Barry Jesbera?
You sign up on the Patreon, you become a member of the social club, you get that nice metal card, and again, you make it clack. Or your shit is whack.
Fool, we don't need Caesar. With content like this being provided by you, this is awesome, man. You're a great guy. You're bringing everyone's credit score up. In addition, we have 3 Punk Ales. 3 Punk Ales is always getting our back. Cheves Enero just dropped this weekend. Fuck. We made a lot of Cheves Enero. We made barrels and barrels of it. They bootlegged our art down in Tijuas, bro. When my cousin is in, was in like a fucking bar in Tijuas, and he's like, "Hey, cousin, look, did they ask you if they could use your fucking painting?" And I was like, "No." He's like, "It's okay, fool. It's awesome." I feel like there's a certain level that you fucking break through when somebody's bootlegging your shit. Mm-hmm. Don't do it, because just yesterday we got approved. Emo Brown is a official trademark now. I know there's a district attorney in here. I don't know if that parlays over into trademarking and copywriting, but just to let you know, I'm going to set Koken on you if you go ahead and start doing some bootlegging of our shit, man.
Do not fuck around. You will find out.
Also here today, as always, is the lovely Cece. Cece is my partner at the Alwood. Alwood located here in Chula Vista. Also in a card accepting club. You get discounts, happy hour pricing all day. Cece, what the fuck are we drinking today?
Today we are having a steak shot. It's really good.
A steak shot.
It's Jameson. You can take the shot of Jameson.
Okay, wait, hold on.
Why'd you say it's really good through gritted teeth?
So wait. Primero este.
Yeah.
Y luego ese.
Yeah.
Y luego el
Worcestershire.
chupete.
And then the lemon with salt and pepper.
Oh, and then the goal is it's supposed to taste like a steak.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like a juicy steak.
Just for being part of the live audience today, you also get a shot. Can you get a little video of them? I feel like Oprah Winfrey, fool. We're giving shots away to everybody today. Even the guy who fell off his bicycle.
Look at all those people raising their hands. Right in front of a cop.
All right, so this is called a steak shot.
Yep.
And I'm going to take it. All right, fuck it.
It's the only kind of steak I can afford. Hell yeah.
Ahí le va. Hey.
Nice way to start your Mondays.
Para arriba, para abajo, para el centro y para adentro. Oh shit, that tastes like steak.
Actually,
How do
really
you feel
good.
about that?
Steak? I love steak.
Okay.
I can eat steak
I love steak
every day,
too.
all day,
I just
Cece.
can't drink a steak.
You don't like this shot.
I don't, but I feel like I'm the
Well,
only
thank you for
person-
bringing it and making it
I
today.
feel like I'm the only person who doesn't like this shot.
Really? This is not
Yes.
bad. I mean, I enjoyed it.
Confusing.
If you were a vegan, this is how you could
I think
experience
because I
steak.
like Worcestershire.
Oh.
I like that stuff.
This is an intense steak. Oh, man.
What happened? What happened over there?
I feel like everyone is up in arms. Well done. Look at that.
So is that supposed to be like a breakfast drink or like a anytime drink?
I don't know. I guess like when you're
Jameson at breakfast.
the Elwood doesn't have restaurants around it, and I feel like if you've been sitting there for a while, you get hungry. This is the perfect shot to take to make you
Give you a little food
like,
vibes.
oh, I want some steak. Hold my beer.
What do we got going on at the Elwood?
Well, right now we have J Flames on Thursdays and Fridays, and he has the best tacos.
El vato se llama J Flames?
Yeah, his name is James, and he's amazing. He blesses our tacos before we eat.
This fucking guy.
Right.
J Flame sounds like a reggaeton star just waiting to be discovered.
I mean, you gotta see him.
Yeah.
And he's a twin. So
Oh, yeah? So there's
it's pretty
two of
cool.
them.
Yeah,
Ya llegó los aparatos, ya llegó los aparatos, ya llegó los aparatos. I've been listening to reggaeton this weekend.
Yeah, I see
Yeah,
that.
I'm fucking about that shit.
Sundays have been really, really awesome. It was Terry Keever's birthday yesterday.
That's weird. He used to be a member, but his card declined and he's no
Okay.
longer a member.
It was
I read it.
Maybe
Terry Cleaver.
Maybe his card expired on his birthday.
Canceled.
Oh my God.
What else is going on at the Elwood?
Nothing. You know, I'm going to be working tonight on Mondays, and then Danny's going to be taking
what?
over Tiki Tuesdays.
So wait a minute. Because you work during the days on Monday.
Not anymore, because I'll be here at the podcast.
Say it again.
I hate you.
Chicky baby. How do you go chicky baby? Snap it up, Cece. Snap it up. Well, we got one more one more advertisement to give up, Casas. I know you've been working on this one. Albert Aguirre, Mr. Small Teeth himself, for all your real estate needs. This fucking guy. Look at that. Loud ass mouth, but small little bite. You know? For all your residential and commercial property needs, make sure you reach out to him. That fool's not going to sponsor us anymore.
That smile moves units.
Yo quiero vender tu propiedad. I need to make Mexican commercials, fool. I'm about that shit.
You should.
You know what we're going to do today that nobody likes? But
Hang out with me?
I was told that by the people who make this possible, the Emo Brown Social Club members, they were like, you know what, fool, you need to fucking read every name on the list. That's how we donate money to this thing, because we are very egotistical, and I need to hear my name.
It's all vanity.
And I said, all right. And what I'd like to do, Casas, tell me if this is possible. Of all the people we have, I'd like to create like a little pinchy credits.
Yeah, I told you to send it to me.
Yeah? Oh, papito, come on. So yes, Barry, send him the list.
Yeah, someone send it.
And then it'll just go like Star Wars. But can you speed it up so it's like done in like 10
cute.
seconds?
No, like
And
half a second.
And then be like, oh, did you catch your name? And there it is. Well, today we're going to go from the top to the bottom. And I have a cute little story about everyone that I like.
So that'll be
And
a
if
really
I don't
short
say,
story.
yeah, it'll be a very short fucking story. Matt Cieslak, my partner at the Elwood, Cece and my boss. Yeah, right. Thank you for coming on, brother. Oh, and he's motherfucker dropped dick. He dropped $25 a month. That motherfucker is so tight, he squeezes a quarter and the eagle screams, man. This guy gets down. Stone Masters, don't know who you are, but welcome. Colleen Keating, I say dude a lot. Angel, he works at the Elwood. I almost feel like when they work at the brewery or at the Elwood, we're almost like strong-arming them. I'm going to have to resort to my DA friend and let me know if there's any legal issues there. I don't want them to feel obliged to fucking be a member.
I've worked at Three Punks picking up shifts and also work at the Elwood, and I donate my time.
That's what she said. Casas, how do you feel about this? She says, I don't want to be a Emo Brown Social Club member.
I did not say that.
Because
I kind of felt forced.
You kind of felt forced? Yeah, bitch, but you like it like that, fool. You're like, hey, yo, hey, tie me up and tell me I need to sign up. I was like, fuck, that's weird, Casas. But all right, I guess we're going to fucking do that. I say dude a lot. Leah Smith, Zach Lipford, the better looking Lipford, Jonathan Munoz, Kiki Sevilla, Hillary, 91X Hillary, what's up? Dave Bernardi, Christina. Guys, real shit. This is going to take like 15 minutes. If you guys need to go to the restroom or do something, I'll still be fucking doing it. El Compa Tapia, Chucky Monster, Yazzie Fresh, CF. See, if you're going to leave an initial and that's going to be your name, CF, that's kind of weird. Riev, Daniel Conliff, La Compa Lopez, Yendi, Manny De Casas, Art Pacheco, Dallas Fielkowski. I like saying that name. Say it with me. That's like a white person name.
Fielkowski.
You're Polish, right?
Yeah, pardon me.
That's kind of like,
My
that's,
hair
is that a Polish name?
Sounds like it.
All
Say
right,
it. Yeah,
cool.
why not?
Thank you. Ramon Nunez, Eric Casas. That's right, bitch. Never leave. Hortensia Yesca, Serge One, Andy Mejia, Chris M. That's Christopher Martinez. Mike, Ramon Saldivar, Ruben Quinones, Matty Diesel, Eddie Zuko. Still there. Wait, and we're listening to this shit. Listen. So I don't know if you guys follow Eddie Zuko online. He's been trying to release a fucking song for like a year. and he's getting harassed by everybody who follows him online.
Oh, no.
It's like, where the fuck is this song? We heard it. You got to release it, blah, blah, blah. I guess he's finally releasing it.
Yay.
I feel like we should
Good for
reach
him.
out to him and see what's going on. Maybe we can get like a
Do a
little
live
little premiere or
performance?
some shit, dog.
Mm-hmm.
You want to do a live performance, fool? What? Casas, you know him. Would he be down for like a live performance?
Yeah.
Yeah, we
I
got
see
to
why
pay him
not.
though. We got to pay him though. How much is
No.
he? No?
I don't think so. I don't
Damn,
know.
fool. I'm not
Get
going to
him a
believe
free month on the
anything you
social
say
club.
anymore. I asked him, hey, are we allowed to use Fool's Gone Wild shit? Yeah, fool. I hung out with him this weekend. It's cool. I was like, all right.
Handshake
Don't worry
deal.
about it.
Don't worry about it. Yeah. Hey, have you seen the video of my fucking youngest kid?
No. No, I didn't see it.
Yeah. I was like, hey, Mijo, I need you to go brush your teeth. And he's like, shh, 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 trying to hit me with the shh, shh, shh. I was
No
like,
way.
"Damn." He's 5 fucking years old. I don't know where he found it. Brenda Aguirre, this is why it takes 30 minutes to read the names, bro. David Lara, Carlos Jimenez, Greg, Paulina for the People will make her debut. She will be popping her... Can I say that? Or is that cancelable? Cancelable. She will be popping her podcast cherry next week. Next week. See, I was thinking like, should we have everyone on here and just like have it like a full thing? But Caesar didn't show up today. So Caesar not showing up today almost means like he doesn't want to come next week. So next week I'm gonna have 2 ladies. We're gonna have 2 ladies here. It's just gonna be feminism. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Kenya Nieves. Kenya on a sick one, Nieves. She's always.
She's supposed to be here on Monday.
She told me yesterday she was gonna be here, but she was probably like 6 desmadre shots in, bro. They love desmadre tequila at Elwood. At the Elwood, that's like their tequila of choice. Jess, Carlos Solorio, Jerry Goldman, Mike Cuñada, Gabriela Ledesma, Rodrigo Arancibia, Maddie Ice, Javi Brito, Carly Westside. That's page 1. We have 6 pages.
Yeah.
What's up? You ready or what over there, Pinchy Milo?
Man.
Story
Dave.
time with El Shamps.
Dave Shapiro, Victor Almanzan, Tanya Torres, Georgie Gonzalez, and the reason I'm reading them all is
we
because
love
they
them.
wanted me to say, they were like, hey, I want to know who no longer is on the list. They're like, you need to read them so we can take notes of who no longer is a member. All right.
We're
Jorge
cutting people
Gonzalez
from the
Edna.
Discord. That's why they
Right,
wanna
that-
know.
We're making cuts. Reggie Garcia, Ivan Espinoza, El Cepeda, Jason McClurk. That's that little fucking redhead running around. Sit down,
There
fucker.
he is.
Camille Arrington, Robert
guy with the itchy
Gomez,
huevos.
Alexandria Camacho, David DB Styles, Clinton Jones, also a real estate agent. You don't have small teeth. Brian Casey, Marisol Diaz, Ryan Star Wars, Bradley Star Wars, Erica Ortega, she's here somewhere. Tommy Ferres, la compa Bernie, Unknown Soldier. Hey,
The real queen.
How about Bianca starts making more reels? What's going on, fool? I'm sitting on no
Maybe
reels.
It's quality over quantity. Did you see that
sitting
Jeff Lozano reel? That thing was fire.
I need more reels.
All right,
Rasmiro
step it up.
El Misfit, Sara Chula Mais, Will Holder, Bob Oso, Mark Sanchez, Tim Gomez, Cisco Hernandez, STCA Equipment, El Compa Ricoy, Kula Yoga, they're closed today, don't go stretch. Matthew Stephen Ferris,
Fuck you, Matt.
my mother, Griselda Garcia, I will not be smoking weed since you're not coming. Amar Campanajar, my favorite second place guy ever.
Number
Darren
2.
behind the bar, he has worked at every bar in Chula Vista. He used to work with us, right?
Yes.
And what happened to him? Can we talk about that since, or is this like labor laws and shit? I'm gonna have to resort to Koken again.
No,
We're gonna have a button called the Koken line and be like, hey, I'm about to say some shit. Am I allowed to say that? And he's just gonna go, sí, güey, sí puedes. No, we're gonna go in. You see half a Koken. You just see Coke right there.
You really
Coke
gotta
in, Coke
pronounce
out.
that
Coke
N.
in, Coke out. Pierre Dowles, Robin Camacho, Rowdy Powell, Stephanie Perez, Mr. Stoll, Samsung Simpson, Jose Torres, Carlos Rangel, Renette Pulido. She kills it at True Crime Trivia at the brewery.
True that.
Fucking, she brings out all the ladies. I went in there to see what was going on. It was like 110 ladies and 2 dudes. So I think the ladies love true crime.
We do.
Way to participate. Look at you. Already pushing the boundaries. El Compa Fonzie, Shanlon Annette, and Man J. Ford. Where are you at? Standing up. Look at you. You just love exuding dominance over people. I love it. Richard Heck. There he is. The only motherfucker standing up. Page 3. Cece, rile up another shot of something. This could get good.
You got it,
Otter
Josh.
Stop Los, David Martinez, Sweet Aria, El Josh Campbell, David Baugh, Baker, Danny O, Robert El Pingüino, that motherfucker, I haven't seen him waddle in here in a while. RJ, Willie Ruiz, Tony Marroquin, El Compa Placiencia, Ernie Quintero from the Valley, Eric, the Nurse, Navarro. I do my best to cut people. This motherfucker cut himself. Tony Hughes, Sonia, Sarah Stoll, Cesar Fernandez, Jose Fernandez, Dr. Martin Casas, Mason Inocentes, Sir Alex Rivera, Matthew Echevarria. Shit, man, I'm gonna lose my voice. Theo Collins, Roxana Omar. Have you ever heard of a name Homar?
Yeah.
We know one.
Yeah, Homar.
Pretty
Only
sure
one.
all the Omars are Homars.
H-O.
Yeah.
Really?
No, I'm just saying that.
That's her personal opinion on all
Insight.
of ours.
Personal
Brian
opinion.
Vong, Elias Delgado, Eric Weeze, Maddie, Annie Wilkes, formerly known as El Droopy. Should we tell people who El Droopy is or not?
We'll give her one more week.
And then we're
Annie.
not. Are we gonna? Well, you said it's a her.
Well, because they're
She may identify as a her.
Sometimes it's a her. Sometimes
Casas
it's a
identifies
him.
as Latinx.
Yeah, he does.
Weenie. Arcadio Mora, Pablo Cacahuates. Is he still part of this shit? Is he? I haven't seen that motherfucker in a while. The self-proclaimed fucking president of the social club
He's
hasn't.
like President Trump. Like he's not even in the
that
White House. He's
motherfucker-
out playing golf.
PJ Jasvera, look at you. Mike Bibi, Evelyn Bernardi, El JP. So much to say, but I won't say shit. Giovanni Correa, that is our legal representation as it relates to trademark and copyrights. I want to announce to you today, brother, Emo Brown is officially trademarked and belongs to me. Fuck around and find out. Anyone wearing any Emo Brown shit?
A lot of people about to lose some
I'm
stuff.
wearing an
going
emo
on?
brown pin.
All right, I'll allow it since Chicla made it. Okay. Any unauthorized tattoos of Emo Brown will be dealt with. I'm looking right at you, fool. Ben Bikes for Beer, Hexes, Felipe Meraz, Maggie Brennan, Beatrice Uribe, Chef Claudia, we miss you. Justin Seleska, Aaron Hill, Matt Lawson, Kiki Montalvo, page 4.
Yeah, he's doing it, guys.
Hector Munguia, Erica the Breaker. Where are you? You haven't fucking broken anything. People always ask me why we call you the Breaker. Well, BJ. One, she broke the fucking oven because she burnt some fucking pastries and Chef ripped her a new one.
Several times.
And then shortly thereafter, she stepped over a 5-foot bong and that shit
She
shattered.
didn't step over it. She
no.
stepped through it.
She's like, I don't run to the finish line, I run through the finish line.
Most importantly, she broke my heart.
Osvaldo Perez, Kevin Lewis, Oscar Uribe, Giovanni Sanchez, Adrián El Abuelo, Marino Gomez, Izzy, Muski, Selena, I'm gonna go first name now, Brandon, Sal, Josh, Ricky, Dicky, Slicky Islands. Where you at? Look at you, fool. El Dicky Islands, Aisha Ali, Ed Anaya, Carla Caro, Hector Parra, TK O'Daly. Fuck my life. We got so many fucking names, bro. Liquor Store Mike, Sonia Baca, Robert, Little Rob Lara. That fucker called in today, and he's gonna drop a message. So for all the people that are new to this, we used to have a little segment called Well. Question of the week brought to you by Little Rob.
Back
Little
when we were
Rob,
hurting for
man.
content.
Yeah, now we got too much content. Denise Moreno, Antonio Brito, the Angelfish, Scotty Donaghy, El Compa, Esteban Juarez, Jeff Lozano. Look at you.
Good guy,
El
good guy.
Compa, he really wants to start
Yeah.
a podcast with me.
You should.
I just
think
don't
it'd
have
be great.
time. I barely have time for you. Miss Karen Barnett, Ranting with Ramos, Alex Samantha Reina, Paul Costello, David Hoyos. He used to be the highest ranking Mexican at the Chula Vista Police Department. That's right, Cece, there's a copper here. Put that ACAB fucking pin away. But he went from number 1 all the way to number 3, but then he got mad at somebody, had them deported, so now he's back up to number 2.
There we go,
Well
making
done,
moves.
Lieutenant Hoyos.
Yeah.
Gus Gonzalez, the BFF, he is the president of this thing. Daniel Rodriguez, Jason Arler, and Christian Moreno, congratulations on your boy. No illicit photos through DMs. Rodrigo, Fernando Gisbera, Ernesto Moreno, Prius makes my something puke. Gavin, Tom Phillips, page 5. This is it. We have reached the end. We have reached the end.
Yay.
All right? And then you all can party. Craig
stretch.
Allison, Cesar Torres, Ruben Lopez. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Do we have an applause button, fool? Because that fucking thing was ridiculous.
3, 2, 1.
Oh my God. We need another drink, apparently. Nicely
Thank you,
done.
CC.
Okay. What about this? Oh, she's.
I have a mimosa.
Where's your bottle of fucking champagne, bro?
She's on Thursday Fun Day over here.
If you have an opportunity, don't forget to rate, review, subscribe, do all of the things. Just be a part of what we do. It's kind of cool. You guys want to listen to us live, watch us live, go on metichemonday.com. It's always there. You want to wait until Tuesday or Wednesday? Nothing wrong with that. We'll send it out then. Go to metichemonday.com. Should we give people some shit to subscribe to YouTube? Yeah, motherfucker. Your answer for everything.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yep. Sounds good. Hey, wait. You're in love, huh?
I'm thinking.
Hey, you got like fucking hearts in your eyes, perro.
Not something.
Yeah, I know you're working on something, bro. I know. Look at this fucking. Put the camera on you, perro. Don't tell me to shush, motherfucker. Look at Good for you and the lucky love companion of your life. Rate, review, subscribe. Go to YouTube. Subscribe to that shit too. Do we still do Twitch?
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Go to Twitch. Do that shit. What else do we do?
Do YouTube, Twitch, Spotify, Apple. That's the big ones.
When is emobrown.com coming back? I'm getting harassed by nerds
This
online.
week, dude.
This
This
week?
week, yes.
All right, cool, for sure. JP, Cállate el hocico, it's coming back. Fuck yeah. Lexi, tell us a little bit about yourself. You are now part of the show temporarily.
Yeah, I had a good weekend. I have like nothing bad that happened. My family was in town. We did like the
Nice.
typical San Diego touristy
And
things.
nothing
I
bad
tried to
happened?
do those free tours that they're offering, by the way,
And what
but
happened?
they were like, we're sold out.
Yeah.
For the day.
My wife was butthurt. She was pissed. Why are they going to say all January and then they stop like 3 days before
Yeah.
January? We were supposed
They
to take
said
them
we
on
have to
Sunday.
be there at 9 a.m. in order to get a free tour.
So for those of you who don't know, every January in San Diego, all of the museums, Old Town fucking trolleys and bus rides, the Whaley House, and a bunch of other exhibits in San Diego are free. You can take your fucking little rodents and have them jump on a bus, and then it'll be free for them. But yeah, they pulled the plug on us early, like a whole week. What do you think of that, Cece?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Well done, Cece. That was you last week.
That's like quality
That was
insight.
fucking you.
Have you guys been to that haunted house? I've never gone there. That'd probably be the one thing that I'd want to do.
Let's go. Let's take the
cool.
Elwood team out there. Yeah? No?
I mean, we could.
We're gonna make Lexi go so she can
Is it
channel the
really
spirits.
haunted?
Yeah, it's really haunted.
Y'all
It's like the.
seen some stuff.
Nah, I ain't see shit.
I have experienced something at the Whaley House.
Oh, have
really?
you? Tell us.
What happened there?
Well, I used to volunteer to help the Day of the Dead festival they used to do out there, and they still do it, but anyways. But the Whaley House used to be in charge of the festival. Now it's like the city thing. But anyway, so we were building altars outside at 9 a.m. on a Saturday morning, and so the Whaley House was closed, and all of a sudden, the window shattered up top.
It shattered.
Upstairs.
There's
But
a button
it
that
came
they
out.
push.
It
There's a
came
button
out.
they push, and it
So
was.
it was like somebody broke it from the inside because the glass came out instead of inside.
Yikes.
Yeah, and we were like, "What? Is there
I'm not
anybody
buying
in there?"
any of this
Nobody was
shit.
in there.
None
it
of this
literally
shit.
broke on its own coming
Weird.
out. Yeah,
Did they say anything to you?
everybody was tripping. They were like, "Oh my god!" Like they didn't know what happened. Yeah, and nobody was in the house, so
Incidentally, everybody was high. So that's probably why everybody was tripping.
Oh, sick one.
To
possibly.
Lexi's left is our favorite white boy wearing a hockey jacket. What the fuck,
It's
bro?
the uniform of the whites.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, BJ, and
I
what
love
your
that
role is
jacket.
here.
Shit, I mean, I'm just the white guy on the podcast, but I feel like this week was a really good one for me.
Go ahead.
I'll get more into it in my Algo Bueno, but had some good shows, played some good golf. Maybe not some good golf. I almost killed 2 people, but it was good for me.
That's all you got? Fuck.
That's all I got. I mean,
What a lame-o.
I'm
Eric Casas behind the computers, behind the screen, is also an intricate part of what we do. Intricate means he's very well involved, BJ. I'm just here to let you know these things. Put the camera on yourself, Casas. I want people to see you in all your glory. There he is, in love as fuck. Look at that.
Look at his
no?
eyes. You can tell.
Ooh, shit. Mira, ojitos de borrego, vergas. Look at you, dog. Fuck yeah.
Tell you what, though, he doesn't look well rested.
What are you all about, Casas? Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Nothing much, man. Just a marketing guy. Been doing this this video stuff for a bit, and decided to jump on and help out here, and it's been fun.
Look at you. Look at you. No, just look at you.
It's cool.
Fuck yeah. We'll give a little to Cece now. We got Cece also here from the Elwood, my partner. She's been in the beer and bar industry for a long time.
Yeah, a long time.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I moved here about 7 years ago. A few years ago, you guys brought me onto the team with ownership at the Elwood.
What the fuck we did?
Yeah, it's great. You know all that money missing? That's from... Just kidding. Anyways,
That was a handshake deal. Koken, do those deals hold up? Yes. Fuck, we're screwed.
It was a great handshake deal, and I appreciate it.
Well, we appreciate it. You let me not be in there now. I don't have to
Yeah.
fucking be in there at all.
I'm large and in
You were in there
Yeah.
giving
She
away
definitely
drinks
brought
yesterday, I
vibes
saw.
to the Elwood.
Yes.
Was he really? He was giving away drinks?
I saw him leaving little tokens
Yeah,
up on
did
the
you see that video?
jukebox.
Oh, yeah. Who picked those up?
I don't
Did
know.
you see?
No, fucking.
I'm about to go pick that shit up.
I made sure no. So what I do sometimes is I'll like leave fucking Elwood chips and I'll hide them in the bar and I
Yeah.
put them on top of the jukebox. It was like $25.
Want to bet that Bruce found him?
No, he didn't see me.
No.
Yeah, I was waiting for everybody was doing cocaine in the bar, so I waited until they weren't looking, and then I said, "Poof,
Steak shots.
we don't do that shit no more." No, cocaine is a drink, a liquid cocaine shot. What kind of a bar do you run, Cece?
I don't
Fucking
know what
bananas.
you're talking
So I
about
grabbed
right now.
those chips and I put them on top of the bar when nobody was looking, and then I just recorded it really quick, and then I left. And then I got a bunch of fucking DMs. Are you there? I said, bitch, it doesn't matter if I'm here. Like, the chips are here. Come and get them. So I don't know who got them.
Can one of you guys explain the chips too? Because I barely know how they work, but I think it's cool.
I've owned the bar for 4 or 5 years, and I don't know what the purpose are of these chips yet, but
Chips
Matt
have
seems to like
monetary
them.
value on them. Some
So
say
you
3,
buy
some
them,
say
or-
2.
Yeah.
You could buy somebody a drink for later, and we'll give you chips for the value of that.
That's the only reason to have chips?
No, we also do bucket deals. So if it's like a Bud Light, Coors Light, whatever, it's for 5 beers for $14, and we give you tokens, so you're not getting like all your drinks open in front of you, and you can bring them back whenever.
What if I want all my drinks open in front of me?
No.
I hang out with Lexi. We get ratchet on Thursdays.
Cece will be joining us on a weekly basis now behind the bar. You arrange your schedule to make this happen. Why you look so upset about it? Look at you.
I'm really excited. I just hate being put on the spot. Yeah, we've been kind of planning this for a few months now, and like me, instead of leaving within the first 15 minutes of you guys starting.
Because
so I
we
can go-
start randomly.
Yeah. as you call it, Mexican time.
Mexican. Ooh, that's racism.
You're always late.
That's racism.
Tiempo mexicano.
Wow.
So, yeah, so now I'm here. I'm all yours.
We're on
until
Emo Brown
1:30.
time. Welcome. Thank you. We look forward to hanging out with you and doing all the things. What happened this week? Social club updates. Where the bike ride? Where's just, oh, there he is. The bike ride was fun. Everything was cool. Thumbs up. Next Sunday is an easy one.
I'm doing that
Yeah.
one.
I told wife, is like, yo, it's from the brewery or from here? Is it from the
Brewery.
Okay, so we're going from the brewery to IB Pier. And está pelado esa madre. It's easy. Está pelado means it's peeled.
Oh, thank you.
Easy. And it's going to be
Sounds
on
scary.
Sunday at 8:30. Come at your own risk. Ride at your own risk. Be safe. You know, me saying that checks the box, Koken. We're good? Yep. I love this guy.
We only
fool.
lost
Fool,
one rider last
I'm
time on that
telling you,
ride.
we have a lawyer now on retainer.
So are we like riding on the streets too with the cars?
Don't divulge too much. Just ride safe, everybody. It's going to be fun. It's from 8:30 in the morning, and we usually get back to the brewery around 11. And when you get to the brewery, obviously, you are all members. So we give you guys, I think, like $3 beers or $2 beers just to hang out for a little bit. Then you're free to leave, and have a good time. We've done rides through the Alwood on pub crawls. We go to Por Vida at least once a month now, moving forward. Where else we go? We should go a lot more places. Fuck, these motherfuckers are crazy.
I barely made it here.
This fool, put the camera on Justin real quick. 'Cause I want to put this hoe on the spot. He signed up for a 160-mile trip. True or false? All right. Was it 160 miles? No. Okay, that's all I need to know.
169.
Damn. Oh, shit. I said, wait. That's why you're here. These guys roll. Oh, shit. Eddie Zuko. Hey, bitch, are we going to get in trouble for that? You better chill out, fool. I'm trying to
Instagram. That was free
I'm trying not to
range
get
right there.
canceled, and you're over here just doing canceling shit, fool.
It's marketing.
Marketing. These guys, you drove up to Huntington Beach, you parked there, and then somebody drove you, and then they drove back? Commitment. And then these motherfuckers rode from Huntington Beach to Chula Vista.
Yeah, you don't want to
What?
stay there long.
that's-
you
On a-
gotta get
on
the
your
fuck out of
bike?
there.
Yeah. They came back, look at us, we're awesome. One of them fell. The guy next to him in overalls. This motherfucker,
Show us your wound.
he's the last motherfucker standing from the crisscross era wearing overalls still. Well done, sir. At a you.
I like those overalls.
I think they're sexy. So yes, bike rides every Sunday. It's just one element of the shit that we do. Aya Foundation, it's on the notes. I think Caesar was going to talk about it. Aya Foundation, we'll get more into that. I know they're going to have a fundraiser coming up in the month of March. I think we'll figure all that out. What else happened? I got just Barrett this weekend.
Oh, really? What does
Just
that mean?
Barrett is a verb now.
Oh, great.
Just Barrett is a verb.
Shit, I can't wait to hear this.
BJ will come home from a show, but on the way home, he stops off at my house. And on the way home, stopping off at my house, he will eat my food. My wife will be making dinner, and he said, "Can you fix us a plate?" And I was like, "This fucking guy." So he'll eat, and then I'll be drinking. My dad was there, so we were having a nice little. We're having some Bucanita Aceite Rojo, the red label
nice
shit. That's a
one.
good shit. Can I get a drink? I was like, "This motherfucker." This ain't Sailor Jerry, fool. Like, this is good shit, you know? And then after that, he's like, "Hey, I see you guys at a treehouse outside. Let's smoke one of your pre-rolls in the treehouse." So this motherfucker just comes and pillages my village, very white colonizing shit, and trying to eat my food. So yeah, it's becoming an issue. Once a month, he comes in and he just bears the Garcia
Oh, this be a
family.
monthly thing?
Hey, but you know what?
I'm in.
My mom and dad were there to have dinner with us, and they like you. They don't like anybody.
They left relatively early. They're like,
Yeah, my
too much
wifey
account.
likes you. She's like, "I don't like when you bring anyone to the house, but he's pretty harmless." Then you're playing Uno with my kids or some shit, fool.
zombie cards, yeah.
I don't know what's going on with you, bro. What else has been going on for you in the week? You had to do more than just fucking pillage villages over the weekend.
This was my long sleepless week. The last week of the month has become like my crazy busiest one, but I feel like I handled it well. I'm still sitting here to lay. So, but fucking 5 gigs, 6 gigs, 9 gigs, something like that.
Thanks, fuck,
Yeah.
bro.
A lot of illicit behavior. But
So wait, in
man,
1
that.
week you played 6 shows.
no.
Okay, how
That
many?
was an overestimation. I think 5, 4,
3,
4.
Great.
4. So 4 in a week is legit.
3 good ones.
Yeah. So 4 in 1 week is enough to like bring home the cash money, throw it into the Just Barra pot. That's the goal.
Yeah, 4 would be nice
4 is a one.
every week. Typically, it's like 3,
Okay.
4 is good.
Favorite place to play? Nobody's listening. You're okay.
My room. I like
Okey-dokey.
live streaming.
That's
How do you go
weird.
to
Live
Manhattan?
streaming. The Manhattan was fucking tight.
Yeah.
I did fuck up and call it the Elwood, though. Shout out to the Elwood.
Oh my god!
You know Matt got butthurt over that one, fool. You
Yeah.
know Matt got. Matt just went
Matt
over. He's
was
like,
there, she heard
he's
it.
like, "I'm gonna fire somebody. I need to fire
so-
somebody."
Yeah. I'm a very honest person. So
Hey,
I'll
how do
tell
we
you when
get
I
this?
fuck up.
How do we get him to play at the Elwood?
We can do whatever.
Nah, we don't.
I'm just kind of.
I'll call it the Manhattan just to call it fair.
You will never be on the podcast again, my friend.
It was good though. It was fun. We had a really good turnout. A lot of social club members, a lot of friends. Came
Dude, I
out.
wanted to go.
I know you
but
did.
that's late.
Same. My family came to town out of nowhere. I couldn't go.
Mine too. Weird.
all good.
You know
what? You guys really. You can redeem yourself
Oh.
February 24th, the last Friday of the month, which
Bitch, that's like a month
is,
away.
I'm calling it my day of the month at fucking the Manhattan.
Okay.
But February 24th is my actual birthday, and it's gonna be a fucking
Hey.
rager.
Look
so-
at you, bro. Let me play a game
Pisces.
because white people age a little differently than us beautiful Mexicans. I would say you're probably turning 39.
Close.
How old are you?
33.
Oh, close enough. Fuck though.
You should see the pictures of me from that winter formal. I look like I'm like 65.
That's a tattered 33, Playboy.
Did you not hear the miles I put on myself in 1 week?
There's
Oh
a
my God.
Mexican houseless person in the area that looks a lot more fresh and revived than you, but that's cool, bro.
Someone's got to hold it down for the ugly people. Me.
I was gonna go to your show, but I had a meeting in IB, and I called an Uber, and this has fucking never happened to me. I called an Uber, and
they
I went in the
revoked
Uber.
your Uber.
No, I went into the Uber, and I got dropped off down in IB. And then I had our meeting and whatever, woo, shook hands, made a deal, got picked up. It was the same motherfucker. The same guy, yeah, the
wow.
same guy
That's
picked me
rare.
up. He's like, hey, Steve, I
Was
saw
his
that
name
dude.
Dad?
No, what the fuck was his name? Armando. He didn't shut the fuck up, bro. I don't know what the etiquette is as a passenger. He's like, sit in the front, sit in the front. I was like, nah, bro, I'm good. I'm going to sit in the back. Yeah, so
I always try to keep it quiet, but like, yeah, when they start talking too much on the Uber, it gets really awkward, doesn't it? Like you get out your phone and you're just like trying to make that subtle sign of like, shut the fuck up, and they just keep going.
that's fucking rude, bro.
No,
That's rude, bro. Next
Sometimes
time
they
you're
talk
fucking
some
on
crazy
next time
shit.
you're at the Tipsy Crow on stage, I'm be like, yo, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to have a bad drink over here. What's wrong with you, fool?
You would think that's the first time someone has told me to shut the fuck up on stage, but Fernanda has been to many shows.
Oh,
Usually
man.
I
hate about
don't
Uber
love
drivers-
talking to my Uber drivers.
I hate
don't
it.
love it.
When they're really slow. It drives me nuts.
What do you
Yeah.
mean slow? Like,
You know, when you're on the way to the airport and you get like the
Oh.
person that abides all the rules.
Yeah, I hate
you
that.
travel a lot. Tell me more.
I mean, it's always on the way to the airport when they're super slow. And then that's when you're just like, oh my Lord, I could just push this car faster. You guys don't deal with that?
Yeah.
You
yeah.
travel, true or false? You bought your hat at the base of the Eiffel Tower at a little fucking stand.
I bought this hat for 25 cents at Goodwill.
I believe the correct
Yes.
answer would have been we.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah, we no?
Let's get into some Algo Buenos, and we're gonna start with Lexi first, bro.
What's my Algo Bueno? Hold on,
Algo
let me
Bueno.
Get there. Let me get there.
Do we have an Algo Bueno graphic or something you can entertain us with, Casas? No? Out of you. There we go.
Yeah.
Look at that.
I love
Triple
that.
X. Oh, shit.
So,
Why is there... Hey.
Because it's a sexy Algo Bueno.
Eric Casas is horny. ECIH. Go ahead.
Well, I was on air last week at Z90. I'm going to be on this week too, so that's exciting to be on air. You know, during the prime time, 3 p.m. to midnight, which is the longest on-air shift in history.
Long ass shit.
You
Straight
did
up.
that?
Yeah, I mean, I've been doing it for the last few days. Yeah.
Go
so,
ahead, girl.
So, anyways, but yeah, as a like in the radio shifts, like that's like the longest on air. Like you've never ever in all of my years in radio has there ever been a shift from 3 to midnight ever.
That's a lot. That's 9
A
hours.
long ass time. But yeah, so I'm doing that. And then also I got a bunch of gigs coming up.
Oh,
So I'm gonna shout out all my gigs real quick.
get it.
Get it?
I'm gonna be
I
spinning
like how you
at-
do it with the grin. Look at you.
I'm gonna be spinning at Manhattan this Friday or February 3rd. And we're gonna be playing throwbacks, and then February 8th it's Cumbia night at
Wait,
AC
what is
Lounge.
a throwback? What is a throwback now?
Throwbacks,
Go ahead.
it's kind of like Erica Badu, Aaliyah,
Oh, you play that-
Sade.
you play that
But then I'll
sexy
play
shit,
like
huh?
hip hop too, like Jay-Z or Biggie or Nas, stuff like that.
How about crisscross?
I mean, I could play crisscross.
Yeah.
But I kind of try to keep it more like late 90s, 2000s, and current stuff.
Just keep it more like music people
Yeah.
like.
And then
AC Lounge. Where's that?
Cumbia night. It's in North Park, I guess,
Okay.
right? Yeah, so I'll do Cumbia night over there. And then Lemon City Tap House is in Lemon Grove.
Big
And-
shout out to them.
Yeah, I'm
Never been
doing
there, but they
reggae
they
night
show a lot of
there.
love.
Yeah, reggae night there, February 10th. And then my Pen and Ink art show, February 18th.
it.
And then February 25th, Matt and I are bringing karaoke back to the Manhattan.
Who's Matt?
Matt from Manhattan.
Oh, I heard of him.
Yeah.
Don't know him.
Matt Hatton, that's his name.
Hey, you know
Yeah.
what? I'm starting to catch on. This motherfucker just watches the podcast and starts to get anybody that we bring on. What a lazy motherfucker.
Yeah.
Matt is such a
He hates
hardcore,
it.
like, I'm not doing it. So
Yeah.
I just think it's funny that
So-
Steve and I and Matt have been in a group text about karaoke, and
Uh-huh.
it's shut down,
Yeah.
and now all of a sudden,
Yeah,
All
so
of
we're
a sudden.
doing
You're gonna
themed
kill it.
karaoke. We're doing themed karaoke.
Go ahead.
So
What does that even mean?
So I'm gonna curate the songs that get chosen.
Oh, fuck, you said curate.
Yeah.
So you're
I don't know
picking
what I'm
songs
doing
for
on the
people?
25th yet, but it could be like, oh, hip hop karaoke or cumbia karaoke or reggae
Corrido
or
karaoke.
corrido karaoke or R&B karaoke, whatever. We're gonna it's gonna be a
Narco
theme.
corridos.
or 90s karaoke. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be curated.
You
If
almost
it-
had him sold. If you said narco karaoke, he would have
Basically, if
been
you do a corrido karaoke night, I'm fucking there. You know,
Okay.
who would be here with me? No, nobody here would fucking go with me. Maybe Casas, Pericasas.
I would go, but I'm probably gonna have the same Uber on the way out and back, and it's just weird.
Oh Lord, go ahead. What
Yeah,
else
so
is
that's
going?
my month. So that's my month. I'm just excited to have.
Damn, you
gigs coming
turned
up.
Algo Bueno into like, hey, this is Lexi's calendar for the month. Fuck.
Hey, it's nice to have
That's what's
gigs
bueno.
coming
Yeah.
up. You know?
Do you like being on the radio?
Yeah, I
Yeah?
do love being on the radio.
And you said you've been on what station right now this week?
Z90.
All right.
Yeah, so I'll be on today at 3.
Is
Yeah.
it still jammin' Z90? Or is
No,
it
it's not.
Why?
just
What happened to the
Z90? They dropped
jammin'?
They got rid of it.
Pero por qué?
They were
No more
just
jamming, just-
upgrading, change. They needed to change. Yeah.
Bob Marley sued him.
So what is a jammin'? What is upgrade from jammin'?
Well, because
Stoking
doesn't
Z90.
jammin' sound dated? It sounds old.
But you threw
Jammin'.
throwbacks.
But not on Z90.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's on Z90 right now?
It's like hits, top 40.
So it's no longer like hip hop and shit?
Lottie
I mean, we
Zuko.
play some hip hop. Like you'll hear Fugees occasionally.
Since you're on here, I should listen to
the
the radio now, right?
whatever. Yeah. You
Yeah.
should.
Fuck.
Yeah.
All right, get us a job there.
Okay.
We want to take over some.
My boss would probably love to have an extra board op there.
What does that even mean?
That means to run the boards when
Have you
somebody's
seen
gone.
him do this?
I don't run.
You do. You have a board right here. You know what you're doing.
Oh
He knows
yeah.
how to push that.
where you gotta start.
I know one button. Yeah. Oh, I do have that button.
All you gotta do is make sure nothing blows up.
Oh, okay. Fuck.
we're out.
We're done. Hit me with your algo bueno there, Barry Jezbera.
Well, I have leveled up in life.
Whoa.
Fran and I,
Wow.
Are having a baby. No.
we have one. Thank
Another
you.
one.
We are going to Disneyland.
Oh, nice.
As pass holders.
Look at
Wow.
you. You turned into pass holes.
Fucking scrubs. I hung out with you too long. I think that's a problem.
Oh yeah, you're a
But yeah.
pass hole.
So we're going on Tuesday.
That's the day we go on.
That's a good day to go. You should come.
No, you're taking your kid. I'm fucking firmly.
barely a
I'm
kid.
fucking firmly against going to Disneyland with children, bro. Fuck that. If I'm not taking my kids, you think I want to hang out with your kid?
There
no,
are
fool.
gonna be extra hands to make sure that we all have a good time.
I politely decline. I may go, but I won't go with you.
Well,
I don't want to be around any fucking kids.
I'll
like
find
to,
you.
I like to get high
And
and,
I'll
do
tell
illiterate.
somebody that you said something mean to me and get you kicked out.
That's awesome, man. So how often do you think you guys are gonna go?
gonna try.
Disneyland is fun without kids, by the way. You
Yeah,
should
get
try
your
it.
fucking money's
I
worth
don't
on
have
that
them when
pass.
I go.
So as much as we
Do you
can.
have fun at Disneyland?
I have fun every time.
Damn. I think it's sexy. I think Disneyland is sexy.
I want to send Eric something real quick from Disneyland. But go on.
Disney Fun Day.
So you're gonna go on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Nobody's working that day. Obviously, you're gonna drive on up there. What time do you guys usually leave?
Well, if nobody's working, we'll go there as early as possible. But Fernando's working a half day, so we're gonna go up there at like noon.
Oh,
Yeah, get
Sounds
all that
horrible.
traffic, and then just hang out for 2 hours and then come back.
the last time I went was like one of the last times that Splash Mountain was still operational.
Eric, I
It
just sent
still
you
is.
some
It was
videos.
operational yesterday, wasn't it?
No, I think the last Splash Mountain ride is done. Are there any fucking Disneyland weenies
Disney
here?
nerds.
No?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they closed Disney World.
guys know
but
how to get to the
Disneyland
front of the
closes in
line?
May.
Do I know how to get to the front of the line
I
at
just
any
sent them
Disneyland?
to Eric.
Pee your pants.
No, I
Let
don't
me
know.
show you.
So I do it at Walmart.
See if
What
you can
at
grab
front
it.
of the line? Don't you have to like have like some sort of disability? Yeah, you do. Like on a wheelchair?
Yeah.
Did you fake an injury?
Well, I didn't fake it.
Is that like stolen valor? But like you're doing it, but with like a disability?
My
That's some
foot
fucked
got
up shit.
Stuck
Like,
in the railroad track, and I fell, and so then they took me to the Disney doctor.
what?
And-
Is it like Disney jail?
Wait. The tracks at Disneyland on
Yeah.
the downtown area. You
in
tripped
Main
on that?
Street. Yeah.
I'm taking notes right now.
Fuck, and everybody watched
I
and saw.
tripped. Everybody
and
saw.
fall.
They took me to the Disney doctor. They looked at my
The
ankle.
Disney doctor. Wait.
And
Like
they
goofy, like,
wrapped
you
my
broke your
ankle.
hook.
You got a
and then-
Disney wrap.
Then this is what happened at
Trying to
Disneyland.
catch me riding dirty.
Oh my
Trying to catch me
God!
riding
Look
dirty.
at you.
I
Good
said
job.
another one. Anyway,
Still got the ears
so
on
he
and
was
everything.
like,
I want to see that one again. Look at that.
What's that
Oh,
Tokyo
yeah,
Drift
Disneyland.
song?
Certain ears or anything? Was
Uh,
there anything fun?
no, there was nothing
they
really
have a
fun in
badge?
there. Yeah, they had like the Disney badge, but nothing fun.
No,
And-
nothing like this is my
yeah,
first
like, they didn't
accident
have
at
the ears.
Disneyland.
Yeah, so then he was like, well, we're going to give you a wheelchair. And I said, okay, what does that mean? Am I going to still be able to go on the rides? And he's like, yeah, you could still go on the rides and you get to go to the front of the line, actually. And I said, oh, wow, really? I
Bringing a lot of
what
feet
about
at
my
Disneyland.
family? What
He's
about my
next to
family?
us.
Do they get to go to the front? And he was like, yeah, your family gets to go to the front of the line, too.
Look at that. That dude. That dude's not even related to you. He just wanted access to the front of the line too.
Brother. together.
That's my move. I'm just gonna find somebody in a wheelchair and just start pushing them.
He's like, hey, miss, you need somebody to push you? I too
My
would like to be
brother
in the front.
Pushed me all day long in the fucking wheelchair.
All right.
That's how.
Did you ride
down
the
my
teacups in
brother
that
is.
thing or no?
So
Yeah,
one
I
of you guys
did.
earned your
Yeah.
frontline privileges.
Anyways, in case you're ever wondering, we rode all the rides by like 10 a.m.
Really?
Yeah.
BJ?
I'm about to
Early
break
by
a
noon.
lot of things.
BJ.
Let me tell you. I got a lot of toes.
We did the same thing in Vegas. I broke my ankle and bad, and then I was on like pills and shit, and then we drank. It's a crazy story. I probably should. This
You were in a wheelchair in Vegas?
When you got
This is a
heat
cancelable.
stroke,
This is a cancelable story. So we're just gonna go to another Algo Bueno. Mine. we went to yeah. Don't do that. We're gonna get canceled.
Laser
Laser
Latino.
Latino.
I know. I like to sing it like Ritmo Latino. Laser Latino.
Damn.
That's what it should be.
Are you trying to fucking get a contract right now?
I've been singing it like that for like 2 weeks already.
My Algo Buenos lame. We golfed. It was fun. This is the third or fourth week. Third week. This is the third consecutive week on Fridays that we go golf, bro. This is awesome. I feel like we are on a new level of friendship now. You come over and you raid my kitchen like I'm one of my children.
you keep those lobster rolls coming. I'll keep coming.
Dude, we made lobster rolls. Wifey made lobster rolls for him. They're like, oh, BJ's coming? What do you think he wants, a casserole or lobster rolls? And I was like, probably stuffing or some shit. So yeah,
Oh, that sounds good.
so the lobster rolls were cool. But yeah, more importantly, wifey yelled at me or lectured me or counseled me or strongly urged me not to go golfing every fucking Friday anymore. But I think I can get away with it because she was like, you said it was going to be 2.5 hours. Did we take 4 hours golfing?
I think that's the thing. And Fernanda could tell me that too. I'm like, yeah, golf takes like 2.5 hours. But then like we hang out for like an hour just talking and shooting the shit. But we could tighten it up.
Yeah, you need to
There's
tighten
no
your golf
reason to
game
get
up.
that
You're not good.
Not yet.
I'm currently looking
I'm not
for
even
somebody.
a year in,
Yeah.
and I'm already playing with the big boys. So,
That's-
that's just
I mean, golf is awesome. Golf is fun. My kids love it. I love it. It's just a cool way. But we do it a little different. We walk. Like we'll walk. We only play 9 holes at Chula Vista every Friday, 1 o'clock. You're all invited. And we smoke a lot
you're
of
not.
weed. And we don't drink though. Do we drink?
we haven't.
No, we had a beer.
We had some nice beers last
Yeah.
time.
And then we smoked a lot of weed. Yeah. I think
Someone had some edibles.
Yes, there was edibles. Did we do psilocybin this weekend?
We did not.
No. Wee, motherfucker. Psilocybin is fun. Psilocybin is neat. I guess there's a level from like 5 drops to 10 drops. I've done 5 and I feel warm and fuzzy. I'm going to try 7 eventually because I hear at 10 you fucking see little snorks just rolling around the neighborhood.
So you've never done a heroic dose yet.
No, bro. No.
Don't.
No,
don't.
why? What
You-
happens?
You have too much going on in your life to like worry about tripping out. you
Yeah?
know?
I'm fucking too old to do all this shit.
Those mushrooms, they'll get you. Like they will bring whatever's in the back of your mind and bring it to the forefront. So if you feel like, oh man, I'm slipping here, I'm slipping there, that's the first thing it's gonna show you.
Really?
Then you gotta let that shit go. You gotta confront that shit and get through it. But most people don't. They just sit there and cry about it.
Really?
Yeah.
I've been around a dude who was microdosing and started bawling and crying. I was like, get it together,
Are you gonna
fucker.
call
What's
Justin
wrong
out
with
like
you?
that?
Oh, yeah, for real. I was like, get your shit together. When's the last time you did mushrooms?
Right now.
Last week, but
That was quick.
Oyo's back there taking
yeah,
notes.
Oyo's. Where is the copper? Look
Out
at
of
it, taking
all
notes.
the
He's got a
times
little
I've
fucking
done
pad on him.
mushrooms, out of all the times I've done mushrooms, I've only taken it too much once.
What is too much?
I don't know. I went psychedelic.
Here we are.
I was up. I accidentally took it.
I feel like
while
I'm
was at
blinking
the
my eye.
Elwood,
This is her trip.
and
shit.
I was bartending, and it was too much. I started making weird drinks. I started having a little freak out moment.
Wait, you did that shit at work, fool?
How do we get Casas vision right now? This is like POV Casas Thursday
Oh,
morning.
man.
Yeah, I did it at work.
Look at that.
Eric, what about you, Eric?
When's,
Yeah, I love it.
when's the last time you did mushrooms?
I forget.
I bet you forget, motherfucker.
It's hard to remember when you're on mushrooms.
Oh, man. I've never gotten to that point.
Microdosing.
Yeah? It's.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. It's so cool. It chills you out.
I want to be in that forest. The fuck?
Oh, dude.
I want to hang
I'm
out.
gonna watch this later.
I like looking around and everybody's just doing like hand signals like, oh, it just feels like a sound wave. It feels like a sound wave looks. It just goes up and down.
My first
and
time
all
was
around.
at Six Flags.
Yeah?
It looked nothing like that forest.
Oh man.
Lieutenant Oyos, when was your first time? No, yeah. That's how you became the second highest cop. Highest.
Highest.
Let's get in. Do you have anything good that you'd like to share, Cece? Anything excited in your life? Algo bueno.
It's been like a pretty rough week, and I think the thing that's been amazing is you and Matt.
Oh.
I honestly feel like no, I'm not going to get sappy or anything like that. But I feel like the support from you guys has been way beyond what I would expect. So
This motherfucker,
Oh,
dog.
I love that.
And that's why I'm against women coming on this podcast. Because for some, like, we'll be dropping dick jokes and we'll just be talking shit. And then all of a sudden it's like, you are the reason my Algo Bueno.
no, I'm telling you, it's been rough. And it was
Yeah.
one of those things where you're just like, man, I can't tell everybody anything yet. And it was one of those things where it's so exclusive and I was dealing with it on my own way. But I had you and Matt, and you guys are amazing.
I think people, thank you.
Yeah.
I know.
For
I
sure.
feel like people really, they look to what, we do specifically, like owning and operating a bar, owning and operating a brewery, fucking around on a Monday at like 11 a.m., talking shit, doing this for fun, But let me tell you, oh my God, I don't think I've been more stressed in the last year, since this last fucking month in January.
Yeah.
It's been horrible. So
Yeah.
I feel like that's why I started microdosing. I just don't want to lose my hair like Casas did. Casas went on a sick one on the weekend, and then he just fucking,
That's what happens when you macro dose.
that motherfucker, he was trying to, I saw him applying glue on his head and put it in a rug. I was like, Yahweh, there's no need for this, bro, all right? But no, it's stressful to do what we do. It's stressful to do what we
I
do.
think the hardest part is like trying to make an appearance like where everything's good.
Show face.
Show face. And sometimes there's cracks. And you guys have always been, my shoulder and whatever. But I feel like this time around, it's been totally different. I feel like you guys have been completely there where I don't really have to do too much. And I appreciate that.
Emo frown.
I know, emo CC. Honestly, though, I'm really happy. It's
Yes,
good.
awesome.
We're good. We're
Hell
in a good
yeah.
place.
That's why I'm excited today.
Moving.
Our guest today,
Moving.
our guest gonna be later on after the break. It's gonna be, some fellow entrepreneurs,
I
some
know, I'm
fellow
super
business
stoked. Dottie
owners.
Deville.
We got Dottie Deville. We got Matty Boy Koken here, our
Yeah.
local district attorney. Dude,
Not a DA. DA prosecutes. I defend.
dos con todo. That's all. I mean, when I go, my default just resorts to dos con todo. You'll tell us all about it. Relax. You're gonna have a platform, Kogan. You'll tell us all about it. But I get excited talking to other people that do the same shit that we do because I like to see how they handle situations. Because I've never met a business owner that doesn't go through any fucking struggles. There's obstacles everywhere. There's that time you go to sleep and you're in bed like at 9:30 and then, oh man, those next 30 minutes are just crazy because you're like, I got to worry about this. I got to go worry about that. This is happening. This is coming up next. And then the weed and everything wears off and then you go to sleep. So I mean, fuck, I want to know how they deal with it. He's like Attorney General for the United States. So I want to find out exactly how he deals with all of those things. Casas, tell me something good that happened to you this week, bro.
Other than falling in love.
I know, but go ahead, tell him.
Spill it.
Nothing really.
Casas, you're always great for content. I appreciate
Yeah,
you.
chilling.
I could say something good that happened. You got to hang out with your friends from Vegas.
Oh
That's a
yeah,
good
that's
thing.
right. The Escapers came into town. They're a cool
Nice.
band.
Yeah, cool band. What kind of music?
Yeah, soul. It's like soul and like what's the other
Reggae,
one?
rocksteady.
Yeah, rocksteady soul band from Vegas. They're super cool. Like they're.
Did you discover them?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
This fucking guy. Bro. This guy. All right, let's take in some nasty shit. Give me something bad, a Yahweh moment.
My Yahweh moment is a reminder to stay safe wherever you are. I was looking through the news. Yeah, no, I fucking stepped it up this time. So there has been a string of violent attacks downtown. And in just this weekend, there was 3 that
my
they think were connected. Actually, 2 were proven connected. The
Downtown
third
Chula
one-
Vista?
No,
Downtown-
downtown San Diego. I spent a lot of time down there, so I'm always looking at this shit. But yeah, so they said police arrested a man who attacked 3 people in 3 separate incidents in downtown San Diego on Sunday, sending them all to nearby hospitals. I don't know why it all didn't go to the same hospital. It's all the same spot. But according to San Diego police, attack number 1 was reported to the police in a parking garage of Horton Plaza. That's where I park. On 4th Avenue, where a man approached a victim asking for money and then stole a victim's keys and hit him with a wood 2x4. According to San Diego Police Department, Officer Jim Buttle, gotta shout him out. The victim was left bleeding from the head and transported to a hospital for treatment. So that's
Jeez.
number 1.
Fuck. You realize Lieutenant Oys is going to come up here and give us the quarterly report for Chula Vista. Are you trying to steal his thunder?
I'm hoping it's not this bad.
Typical white guy move. Go ahead.
Number 2. Officers received reports of a sexual assault while investigating the first assault, police said. This is all on the same day. A woman was sexually assaulted and struck near the Happy Head massage parlor on Market Street. So this guy's making some like footwork.
I'm not laughing at the incident.
Jeez.
I'm laughing at where it happened.
Yeah, it's a pretty weird spot. The woman was taken to the hospital. her description of the suspect matched the description of the first suspect.
So how often do you play down there, BJ?
At least 2 times a week.
All right, keep
So
reading.
was she struck with something or just like hit, like a like?
It didn't say
fist?
what she was hit with, but she was struck in the head
Oh.
and sexually assaulted.
Oof.
Jesus.
Attack number 3, while arresting the suspect. So this is where it gets foggy for me. The police got word of another assault near the Ralph's on the Ralph's grocery store on 101 G Street, which is near that parking structure. The third victim was struck in the head with a wine bottle and transported to
damn.
the hospital.
Where were you this weekend, Lexi? I don't think I've seen Lexi without a wine bottle just cruising the streets.
Or a 2x4. It's all starting to make sense. So yeah, San Diego police say the same man, the one who was arrested at the second incident, is responsible for all 3 crimes. His identity has not yet been released.
So Caesar's
I
not
was
here.
there Saturday.
Caesar's not here today.
That's
not.
it. That's it.
That's it. Done.
Yeah, case
Fine.
closed.
Boom.
So we gotta get that description.
There it is.
But yeah, it's just a reminder.
Oh,
Always be on
yeah.
guard. People think they go like to a touristy spot and everything's gonna be peachy keen, but like downtown has always and will always be grimy. That's why they call it downtown.
So should I carry pepper spray?
Absolutely. Pepper spray, mace, carry a Yahweh in your pocket. Like
All of the things.
all that shit. Bring Gus. He's a
man.
black belt.
Yeah, Gus. Fucking Gus. Oh, you know what? This just in from the Caesar text line. Tell Cece today is not Che Guevara Appreciation Day.
Yeah, he-
Oh, shit, Cece.
Put the camera on
my
Cece.
God.
Put the camera on Cece.
Oh, my God.
Hey,
Look at
Eric,
that.
Get me real quick. Oh yeah, that's for you, Caesar.
You do look like an extra from the movie The Motorcycle Diaries. It's a great
Oh my
movie.
God.
I'm a big fan. I'm a big
She looks
fan
hot.
of Garcia Bernal.
Thanks,
All right.
Fleck.
You don't have a Yahweh moment because life is just too beautiful for you.
I'm having good vibes this week.
Very
I'm-
nice,
yeah.
man.
Can't
Heck
complain.
yeah,
I
dude.
can't complain.
All right, well, let me complain.
Might be
Well,
different next week. You never know.
Well, I'm not really gonna complain, but bring something to light. Did you know that now, like McDonald's is like the first motherfuckers that are doing all automated for fast food, and the first one I think is in like Texas.
What do you mean?
Always
What do
Texas.
you mean?
So they're doing fully automated ordering, no staff, no employees, no
Whoa.
nada. You go,
Robots?
yeah, strictly, yeah,
So food's gonna be
automated.
better.
So you don't have to go in.
confused.
So then I was thinking like, fuck. Do you think that could ever come down to the Elwood or 3-Punk or just like
Automated
the
bar?
service industry?
No.
Like
Robo
do we?
CC?
Like do you know?
It's like that in
No.
radio.
Our people that come in are here for the bartenders and the service. There's
Yeah.
no way that they would come in for. That's what separates us from all the other bars.
If we fucking started making
No,
a
you can get
$2,
alcohol anywhere. You can get our list. You can probably get at majority of bars beyond our tequila.
pero if we have a $2.50 amazingly perfect old fashioned brought to you by a fucking mechanical arm.
I was in New
I
York.
kinda- I
when
would kinda
saw
be down for that.
automated thing. They had one guy at the front cashiering, and he was. I went to McDonald's because I was violently hungover.
Whoa.
So I know out of all the places to eat in New York, I went straight to McDonald's. And the guy was so angry that I wasn't using the automated thing, but I didn't even know that was there. I just went straight to him and I'm like, I need a Sprite like really bad right now because I'm dying. And he's just looking at me so angry. And I'm like, what is with it? And then I found out it's because
Aw.
I'm not supposed to use him. I'm supposed to use
For
the
the Sprite.
machine.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Always breaking
I think
rules.
it's nice.
You think it's nice?
fast.
Yeah?
I mean, for McDonald's,
But where does it end, CC?
Exactly.
sure.
Where the
that's
fuck does it
fine.
end?
Skynet.
Look at that. Wrong.
Oh, so it's like, so is it like a kiosk? Is it like a kiosk and you do your
It's
order?
like a big screen that you order
Oh,
on,
okay.
like as you walk in, and there's multiple. So there's like lines around these screens that I
Yeah.
completely missed when I was. And so I just went past them all, and I saw an empty register.
Yeah.
The registers are still there. You can still talk to
Oh.
a person. They just don't want to talk to you, maybe in the specific one. But I was just like, dude, I need help.
They're mechanical techs
Yeah.
and they're paid way too much to talk to normal people. They're just there to fix the machines. I could poke a hole in this machine game though.
I mean-
if you do special orders, that shit's gonna die. You
I
need
feel
to
a-
fight for your fucking
That's
cashiers.
me.
I feel you're the most replaceable here with the jukebox, my friend. All we would do is like, oh, this motherfucker, all he does this thing is Johnny Cash, like on repeat. Let's just put something else a little bit
Cash only,
different.
baby. That's how the best
Yeah,
option.
I wouldn't be able to do the automated. I'm too specific
Yeah.
with my
Ay,
orders.
perdón.
What's your go-to? What's your special? What's your?
I don't go to McDonald's, but I love In-N-Out.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Now you can't
But I
replace
get-
In-N-Out, people.
I get
the
plain
worst.
cheeseburger, meat cheese
Lexi's-
bun,
Lexi's the
fries
worst, the
extra
worst.
well done,
What the hell does that mean?
and I need chilies sometimes on my burger.
Go ahead.
And that's all.
That's all? That's it?
Wait,
You sure?
That's it. I just need like 9
Dude, I don't
things.
get how you eat that so
In-N-Out has
dry.
police?
Yeah, they have the
I
banana
like when
peppers.
Casas attacks. When Casas attacks, it's fucking
Yeah.
awesome. We called you
Douse it in martinis.
Today I learned.
Yeah.
PJ.
Anyways.
Let's do this because we're fucking jam packed today on the fucking Pee Wee Playhouse show today, bro. We got
Cowboy Curtis in the house.
we got Lieutenant Oils who's gonna come in. But before we get into Lieutenant Oils and he starts yelling at all of us or doing drugs and shit, let's do the 15-minute BJ. I'm all about this 15-minute BJ segment of yours, bro.
And I'm trying to make you guys rich today, all
Oh
right?
boy.
Go ahead.
So my 15-minute BJ was inspired by going through my my storage unit. Once again, we were getting ready for a swap meet, but it didn't happen because it rained. So while we were going through that shit, I was like thinking how much of my stuff actually like is worth more than I could sell it for at the swap meet. And I found a list on the internet of the top 10 90s trinkets worth a fortune. So I'm going to go through this, and maybe you guys have some of it, and maybe you don't even know it. So,
Dude, I like how you get into your Andy Richter voice, like that co-host voice, bro. Like, hey guys, boy, do I have a treat for you today here.
that's why you pay me the big bucks. Number 10 is Hot Wheels funny cars. So it's not just any Hot Wheel, but there are like specific runs, and I guess the funny cars, which is like a silly, wacky, weird collection that they only did a very limited time of. If you have it as a nice condition, you could be selling those. Addiction. You could addiction. You could sell them for at least $2,500 a piece. So, and there's over 10 cars in this list, so think about that. That's, what, $25,000 if you have all 10?
That's math, baby.
That's math. Number 9, everybody had one of these, a Furby.
A Furby?
Furby. You know what a Furby is?
No, I know the name. What the
Oh
fuck is
my
a Furby?
gosh.
Furby
Yeah, I
was
remember
this
the names.
little thing that looked like a fucking owl, but not. And like kind of like an owl and a gremlin.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Gizmo and an owl had a
The
child.
creepy thing
Did
about
you
these
have a
is they would-
Furby?
The eyes.
No, my parents didn't love me.
No, his parents are furries.
Yeah, I was a furry.
They
So-
practice furryisms.
But they would like learn speech from you. So you get this thing out of the box, and it wouldn't have any understanding of the world around it. You have to teach it basically, and
fuck
it
that,
would
dog.
listen to you all day and start like picking up language and repeating
I
things.
barely
back to
like
you.
teaching my kids, let alone a fucking toy.
So there are Furbies out there that are going for $100,000.
Way.
Yeah, it's
For real?
again not just the normal like everybody's got one Furby,
Wow.
but so if you got a fucking special Furby, start looking at that.
Wow.
Pokemon cards. I brought some with me thinking it was going to be a wax pack day, and I was going to show some to Mr. Sislak and say, hey, how much are these worth? I know he knows Pokemon cards.
Oh yeah, he's
But
a nerd.
there is a famous YouTuber by the name of what's his name? Logan Paul,
The boxer.
the boxer, or his brother. I don't know. They
He's
look
like a
the same.
wrestler now too, or something.
He bought a Pokemon card.
Dude, you're like a Paul brother. I can see that.
I'm like a Paul cousin.
I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
He's
a
like
Paul
a little
Primo.
Paul brother.
They're probably
He
Polish.
bought. You want to guess?
What's that?
Over or under
What did he buy? What did he sell?
a Pokemon card? One Pokemon card. Over under 1,000.
Dollars?
Over.
Bro, they're like $5 million, fool.
You named it, dude. It's
Yeah?
$5.275 million.
Jesus. Damn, that looks like your cousin, fool. Look at that guy.
That looks like me if I like
This is
Worked
had my
out.
shit together.
He's so ridiculous.
This
He's
one,
so ridiculous.
Number 7, we all have.
What's that?
Casas is sitting on a stack of them right now.
STDs.
That's why we love you.
Respectfully.
That's for sure from the 90s.
Disney VHS tapes.
VHS.
The ones in those plastic cases. If you still got them, like
Dude.
What?
Rescuers Down Under,
Shut
there
up.
was 2 versions of it.
I have the Little Mermaid one with
With
the
the
fucking
dicks.
dildo
I'm
on the
pretty
cover,
sure I
bro.
have Aladdin.
Some of those are worth some money, so start
Ah.
looking at them. Go through the list.
Hey,
There's a
Walt
long
Disney
list.
is a fucking hediondo, bro. He was a mañoso in his day. Bro, he
I mean,
put
he's a-
dildos on a cover of a
can't-
movie.
Yep.
As an
Wow.
independent business operator, you know, you can't always like take credit for everything your stupid little staffs do. But in the Rescuers Down Under, there's a legit naked lady. And it's not even like a cartoon. It's like a picture. So that's probably worth the most.
I love that. The
My
artist.
son says instead of Pinocchio says Pinocchio. I was like, whoa.
I don't know you were Italian.
Says it like that?
Oh, yeah. Daddy, can we watch a Pinocchio? I was like, yeah, you little fuck. What is Pinocchio?
Oh, that's cute.
Some of these will go for a whopping $150,000.
Ooh, all right.
And a lot of those
Going to my
Disney
mom's
movies,
house
the
this
old
weekend.
ones, they had a lot of those like random, like in The Little Mermaid, the priest with the boner.
Boner, yeah.
Remember that?
Lion
What?
King, it says sex in the
Oh, yeah.
stars.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I used to go through all of those when I was a kid. I'd be like, you see it? You
Show all your friends like she's the original ranting with Ramos, ranting with Cece over here.
My, like
Conspiracy,
church group, I'm just like,
conspiracy.
everyone come to my house. Let's figure this stuff out.
You guys want to watch some Disney porn?
I still have some of those VHSs. If you guys want
I'm
to go
gonna
on
go home
the
and
rabbit
look
hole,
for
me and
them this
Cece
I
will
bet you
host.
are.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Number 6, this one's to be expected from the 90s, a Michael Jordan jersey, but not just any Michael
Go
Jordan
ahead.
jersey.
Oh,
This
I
was
have
the
one.
first one from the 1998 NBA Finals, where he broke a world record. This one sold for $10 million.
Who's
Now,
buying
this
this
is not
shit,
something
fool?
everybody could have in their closet because it's just this one. But like, if you got some random fucking 90s jerseys,
I do.
then you could maybe sell those for $1 gajillion.
I think I gotta wait for them to die though, because my players are still alive. The
You
jerseys
want-
I have.
Wow, that's morbid. All right, cool.
Number 5 is some nerd shit. So if we got any nerds out there, you can help me with this because I don't really know much about this one. But it's a Black Lotus Magic card. So Magic the Gathering, super nerd shit.
No
got
idea,
that.
bro.
Pre-Pokemon,
No idea.
Pokemon. But this one, how much did this go for? It was for $511,100 for one card.
Cool.
One shitty card that nobody knows what it does.
I still don't know what it is.
Exactly. We're going to learn together next week. Number 4, action figures. This is just like a.
Ooh, watch
I got a
yourself.
lot of these, and this is what got me on the list was because like I was going through my shit.
They're called dolls, fool.
No, that's what's in front of you. So. We got Star Wars action figures, G.I. Joes, original Batmans, surprisingly Jurassic Park action figures, like from the original 90s
Wow.
Jurassic Parks. Those ones can go up for $200,000, those Jurassic Park ones.
Wow.
But they have to be, in nice condition in a box, so not many people have that shit.
So
That's
is this
why.
shit?
What
Does it
about
lose
Star
its
Wars?
value when I take it out of the box?
It did.
The-
Immediately.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right, cool.
But you're not selling that shit.
I'm not selling it, bro.
It's actually probably worth more because it's on the fucking #1 podcast in San Diego 2 years in a row.
Oh, Southern California.
Southern California.
Hey, that's a
Excuse me.
Power Ranger, fool.
And look at the condition of that. That guy probably sold it for like
Fucking Casas over there. That was you, fool.
20 G's.
Wow.
Yeah, so those like the original 90s ones with the shitty plastic. Those will sell for $1 gajillion. All
right.
Number 3, they gave it its own category. I already popped its cherry. The Jurassic Park toys. These ones, like I said, they can go for upward of 1,000 just regular, but
I'm not gonna lie to you. This is a lame ass list, Barry.
Hey, trying to get people rich out here, all right? Albert Aguirre can't be the only one out making money. Beanie Babies, number 2. Everybody
Beanie
knows these ones.
Babies,
I'm
yeah.
sure you're sitting on
What
some
is
They,
Beanie
they
Babies.
used to
that?
sell. They used to sell them at McDonald's. Remember?
Everywhere, but it's so weird how those things held value.
It's the original NFT
Go ahead.
Wow.
because they're not really worth anything, but everybody bought them up, made them worth something, and now
they
you
put
got
them
a
in the
fucking
back
ton
of their
them.
car in
and
their
nothing's
window.
People with like
That's a
whole
NorCal thing.
cabinets full of Beanie Babies.
So,
Yeah, thanks.
I
top selling
collect
one was
beaner babies.
Can we make little characters of you guys?
Oh, my
Keep your
kids.
socks on.
I'm more online with beaner babies. Those are my kids, and I'm gonna make little
Aw,
stuffed
they're
animals. The cutest.
You ready for number 1? This one's gonna make a lot of us rich because many people have this shit. Maggie, I know you have it.
Uh-oh.
The original run of Harry Potter books.
Oh lord.
Oh.
Yeah, it has to be first edition, but if you have that first edition, you could be selling these for upwards of $30,000 a pop. What? Some of them, even the shitty ones, are getting $5,000 a
Didn't
pop.
the author get like canceled for saying some outlandish shit?
She's transphobic.
Oh really?
I don't know. I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
I'm gonna double check. Casas, if you can fact
Something
check
along
this.
those lines.
Remark.
Sure he was when he first.
Didn't you get? Yeah. Transphobic as fuck. Oh,
No,
I
I'm
think.
pretty sure
I don't know. I don't know.
She's saying yes. It sounds shocking, but
She
it's true.
said something that was transphobic, and then she went out saying that was not the intention of her remark on
That's what they
Twitter.
always say.
I'm sure we can look it up, but just since we're here, my dad has. When Harry Potter came out,
the
the
closet.
first books came out back to back to back to back, so it was a 4-book set before you had to wait for the 5th and 6th and 7th. I got that 4-book set.
You could be sitting on some
Wow,
money.
girl, you need
Where
to
you at?
invest that.
So check them out. Go online. Look at that shit. I got some of those too, but I'm not getting rid of those. I'm giving those to Pete.
He's
and then he
mad
can sell them
'cause
for
he doesn't
twice
have
that
any
much.
I don't
of
have
these things.
anything. No, I don't have anything. I'm a lame. Fuck. You know what? Let's do this. I want to highlight your segment.
Oh,
So we're going to
are we
wait
going
until
into it?
after the break, and we're going to
Okay.
do yours.
Okay.
But before the break starts, it's time to bring up Ask a Cop. So if there's questions for a copper, we're gonna be able to ask our second highest ranking Mexican in the Chula
I
Vista
love
Police
that.
Department, Lieutenant David Hoyos. He's gonna come on. I'm hoping he's gonna walk over here. I mean,
He's behind the wall.
yeah, welcome. That's how we got. Go ahead and stand over here,
scared
my Terminator 2 looking cop.
Take a spot on the stage.
Go ahead and take a seat up there.
Damn,
you-
out, that stool will try to kill
You
you.
do look like the Terminator 2 cop, though, fool.
The T-1000.
That one goes, yeah, just like that. Left ear. Boom, ladies and gentlemen, Lieutenant David Hoyos, longtime listener, proud sponsor of the podcast through,
Dang,
what
is
are
that
they-
him? Was that you?
Once upon a time,
You
we
drive
asked
those
him.
cars?
We asked him why he wanted to be a police officer, and he said chips. He said Poncherello was the only Mexican he looked up to. I said, okay, well done, Lieutenant Hoyos. Bienvenido. It's been a minute. There's a mic in front of you. Go ahead and use it. Don't
You
be
gotta
scared.
kind of lean on that.
Let's see. Get close. Say your name on the mic.
I don't want to fall off the stage.
There you are. There he is. Lieutenant Hoyos comes in quarterly, and he comes in to drop statistics on what's going on. Usually comes in not on purpose. He comes in when there's like controversy in the police world, And today is no different than any other visit. We've had Uvalde. We've had we've had anytime there's some drama going on, your ass wants to come here and just be like, hey guys, not all cops are bad, whatever.
No, you invite me. Your timing's always amazing.
It is.
You invite me in.
What's been going on in our fair city in Chula Vista? Actually, give us a little background. Since the last time you've been here, we're like, more people are watching. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna get some cancellations now that we, celebrate police officers here.
Yeah, you're a bootlicker.
Ooh,
We've talked about this before. Yeah. What do you want to know?
You tell us, man. There's people waiting to see what you're all about. I think you're a cool guy,
Well, I think so too.
but you are a cop.
So a little bit about me then. All right, so I've been at Chula Vista PD a little over 22 years now. Yeah, I shared my story before. It's a beer drinking story on how I became a cop. It was kind of by accident, but I worked for the marshal's office before that in the courts. Bored out of my mind, wasn't something I wanted to do, and Chula Vista was hiring. And 22 years later, here I am.
Look at you.
Right now, I'm the lieutenant over the investigations division. So I got promoted. Was back in patrol. I think most of the time when I first started coming, I was the homicide sergeant for many years.
That's crazy stories, probably.
Yeah. Well, we talked about a lot of them.
Yeah.
And so timing's everything. And I got really lucky. I got promoted. Spent some time in patrol. Never got you the ride along you were looking for. We'll get there.
Motherfucker, yet.
We'll get there. Not yet.
I just want to ride in the back of the cruiser or whatever. I don't want to wear a shirt. I just want to wear a bulletproof vest, bro. I want to wear a bulletproof vest, and I just want to get out of the fucking wow, sit down, what the fuck, and just see what's going on. I think I have what it takes to be a cop.
I think you do well. I think you do well.
Fool.
So timing is everything. I got right back into investigations. I didn't have to spend a lot of time back in patrol, thankfully, because things are wild out there right now.
Yes, sir. They never stop being wild.
For sure.
How is it being a police officer in the current climate of America?
It's you got to give our current cops a lot of credit for wanting to do the job. It's hard right now. We have currently Chula Vista PD. We have 33 openings. 33. I went back. The last time I was on the podcast was last July.
No.
It was July. It
Was
was.
it?
Yeah.
We weren't even in here. We didn't move in here until August.
You think you were hotboxing the basement?
Yeah, but you came in here, and Erica the Breaker. We tested the DUI theory.
I don't remember when that was, but no, I think it was the same time. That was
Yeah?
July.
Huh?
Yeah.
It was here, and we didn't move in until August.
Yeah,
So it was
no.
probably around September.
And back then we had like 30 openings, so we've made zero traction in
Really?
6 months. Yeah. So
What's the turnover looking like right now in Chula Vista PD?
3 people.
You know,
Nice.
right now it's wild. Right now, all the agencies are competing with each other. So whenever we lose somebody, they're going to another agency because they make more money, they have better benefits.
Like nearby towns or?
Yeah, so
Oh.
we've lost, I think the last year, 5 people to the sheriff's department, which is a huge change. We used to get people from the sheriff's department. We used to recruit people from the sheriff's department. Now we're losing people to these agencies that we used to steal from. It's all coming back to
Wow.
haunt us.
So how do you retain people?
It's not easy.
No?
Yeah, we've got, with 33 openings, there's a lot of positions we can't fill. So it's not just in patrol. So it's in investigations, people in traffic. We're short everywhere. I supervise our family protection unit, our homicide unit, our property crimes unit. We're short 2 detectives in each one of those units. And so when we have openings, we have people who want to go to those openings. And when we don't have the bodies to fill because we can't lose them from patrol, they go to another agency because they think the grass is greener somewhere else.
What, weed?
No.
No.
not the
All
weed.
right, cool. As always, I do like to ask you questions for the everyday person in Chula Vista, and I'm pretty sure there he is. El primo Pancharello. El primo Pancharello.
It looks like me and
Damn,
Caesar.
fool. Look at you. What are you looking at his notes for? What are you doing? Look at
He's on his bike, I think.
Here in Chula Vista, have any new laws come into play since the new year hit? Is there anything that we should be aware about, or what's going on in Chula Vista?
I wouldn't say not specific to Chula Vista, but every year there's a lot
New
of new
laws.
laws that they get signed into the books. We just went through legal update training at our department, so teaching all the new officers about all the new laws that are coming down. And I mean, there's hundreds of them. The ones that stick in my head, jaywalking is no longer illegal. So
Oh, good
just-
to
You just
know.
made Steve's
Please
spine
let
crawl
know.
right now.
Please look both ways because cars will not stop. But yeah, I mean, every year new laws come into the books and we go through that. I don't think there's anything really specific. Weed's still legal.
Weed is legal.
You're welcome.
So I can.
Yeah.
Okay, well let's get fucking
How
to it.
legal?
Right. How legal is it? Am I allowed to walk down the street smoking a joint?
No.
Why not? The fuck? I can't do that.
No.
Am I allowed to hang out in my own property line at home and smoke a joint?
Sure.
But what if there's people walking and they get a smell of a
whiff.
quaff, a whiff?
Well, it's we talked about this before, right?
And I want to talk about it
You're
again.
in your home. You're in your home. You're in the curtilage of your home.
Okay.
You're probably safe. It doesn't mean they won't call and complain, right? They won't call and ask somebody to go and make contact. And we talked about it before, right? Like, are your kids outside? Are there other kids in the neighborhood? If no, then yeah, nobody cares. Like
I'm in the
it's like drinking
treehouse.
a beer in your front yard.
I'm in the
You can't
treehouse.
drink
I'm
a-
smoking a joint.
Same thing as drinking a beer, right? You
Okay.
can't walk down the street drinking a beer, but you can be in your front yard.
Beers are bad for you. We don't drink beer.
What about growing?
Oh shit, Lexi, careful.
6
Careful.
plants per person.
Yeah, so there is a
Fucking Barry.
There is you want that info. You're asking the wrong guy.
yeah, Barry would tell you everything you need to know. But there is a legal amount of so many plants that you can grow on your own.
Oh, okay.
I see a lot of mushrooms on my walk to the brewery from home. Mushrooms growing from the ground. If I was to pick one and put it in my pocket and then use it later, is that illegal?
You might die, but go for it.
You'd probably get really sick.
What is the current rules with mushrooms and things of that sort?
I don't think mushrooms are legal.
That's why we don't use them.
I don't think so.
Nice.
I worry about you, Steve.
You
I
worry about-
I worry about you.
I don't do any drugs, fool. Look at me.
Right? No, honestly, so you guys were talking about it earlier, and it's crazy. Like in the last 22 years, the times where I, besides hanging out with you stoners, right?
Go ahead.
The only
Oh,
time
shit.
when
I prefer burnout, but thank you.
the only time I hang out with people who have been using drugs, it's when they call 911 because they can't handle what they've done, right? So it's like a medical call, and so like I always see
And then they
it-
send the cops.
Yeah, by that time you call 911, like you're not feeling well at all, right? So when I deal with folks who have, taken too many mushrooms or they just couldn't handle what they
Do
just
you
tried
arrest
to
them when you
take.
go to their house?
No,
No.
no, it's a medical call. Actually, in fact, the law changed many years ago that you cannot actually arrest somebody for like OD now. Now that it's simply medical purposes.
So if you show up and I have illicit things on me, I'm just gonna, I'm ODing right now. Get me a doctor.
Yeah, I mean, I think the intent was obviously so people aren't scared to call 911 to get themselves medical assistance, right? So they don't die because they didn't want to call and ask for medical help because they were worried about getting arrested instead of actually getting help.
Speaking of 911, my kids like to fuck around and dial 911 on accident every now and then. What is the ramification of some shit like that? Do we get a fine? Do we get a visit? What goes on?
No, we have some 911 abusers in our city, and those folks we actually go out and talk to.
I think one of them lives on fucking 3rd Avenue, fool.
Yeah, Third Avenue's hopping right now.
Is it?
Yeah.
How is 3rd Avenue
Yeah,
these
it's
days?
busy. It's great. Business is good.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
what about the danger spot?
Yeah, there's no danger on
No?
Third Avenue. No.
All right, cool.
Can,
Nice.
why is there no music allowed on Third Avenue?
Good question.
You're talking to the wrong guy. This,
Why
is-
no dancing? Oh, okay.
We
this is
can't
this
dance.
is this is not the guy to talk to. Trust me.
Hey, he does homicide.
I've
and
been
this is
blowing
the
his
death of
shit up
local
about
music, so come on.
about ABC regulations and everything, and he's like, "Oh, I don't know. We don't deal with the ABC. We don't know."
True story.
Yeah, very true story. What's going on in Chula Vista these days, sir? This is the main reason you're usually here once a quarter to kind of give us an update.
Yeah, Chula Vista. We're still dealing with the political side of things.
Oh.
Yeah. Here we go.
Here we
The
go.
political podcast, right? No, but so we still have a open council seat because Steve Padilla got elected to. He's a state senator now, so his seat has opened up, and so the. City
Is that an
council-
invite? You're looking at me in a way that is you're
Yeah,
you're
you
looking.
don't live in that district, so
Oh.
you would be ineligible, unfortunately. But they are currently trying to figure out how they're going to appoint that person in that position. We still don't have a city attorney.
I can pull in tomorrow. I could be from different parts of San Diego. Where do you need me? Where do you need me in Chula
I
Vista?
heard that happening.
That does happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens.
Congratulations.
It's like getting kids into the good school district.
We
You
haven't
just
we haven't
find an
talked to
address.
Lieutenant Hoyos since mayorship has exchanged hands. Miss Mary Salas stepped. Well, no, she termed out. She didn't step
termed
down.
out.
She termed out,
She retired.
and she is now retired from all things political, and she's now dedicating her time to traveling and having a good time. She's my neighbor, so I kind of keep up to speed with what she's going on. The Police Officer Association backed John McCann. We made a bet. I said, I don't think John McCann's going to win. And you said, well, let's fucking make a bet. Well, now I have to pay the piper. I got to take you out to go golf, Torrey Pines or something. John McCann, are you guys happy with the way everything turned out for you?
Yeah, I mean, we made a lot of endorsements, the Police Officer Association, in the last election cycle. Not everybody we endorsed won, but yeah, I mean, I think we do try to do what's best for public safety in Chula Vista. And obviously, I think we thought John was what was best for public safety.
All right, look at you. You're just on something. We don't want to talk shit, huh? Who are you? You're different now.
What do you want to know? Amar doesn't listen to the podcast anyway. So
Yes, he does, man. Anytime
Next
I say my favorite runner-up, he shoots me a DMs like, "Poke you fool."
Next time, can you bring one of those breathalyzer things?
He brought it last
We
time.
did. We used it on Miss Erica the
We used
Breaker.
it. Erica had 3 shots, and within like an hour and a half, and she was super drunk after 30 minutes. She was above the limit in 30 minutes, and she took a shot, and in 30 minutes, she was on a sick one, breaking shit.
She went from breaking bongs to breaking laws, baby.
So this motherfucker's like Godzilla just starts stepping on fucking little villages and shit. But then she had another shot, and then she had the third shot. By the time the hour and a half was done, she was no longer over the legal limit. There's some trickery that leads me to believe that you motherfuckers mess with the breathalyzer shit.
Allegedly.
No, that was a real breathalyzer.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It was an ordeal for you to get it over here, huh?
Yeah, it was. It's a preliminary alcohol screening device, a PAS device. It's not a real breathalyzer machine. That's a pretty large machine. It's plugged into the wall. So it's about as official as we can get mobile, right? But yeah, I mean, I thought, the big question to Erica was, how do you feel? Do you feel like you could drive a car, right? And she said no.
I feel like breaking shit.
She was back under the
No, I
limit,
can't, but I will.
Yeah.
I would like you guys to do one of those tests out there one of these days.
I'm always in. I mean, to be fair, we got to plan it out.
Yeah,
You know, 'cause
there's
you
like the
just-
tests where they're like,
This podcast should be like an alcoholic's car. There should be one of those.
Well,
Like,
I don't
blow
want
into
him.
this
I don't want him to
start.
get me to fucking drink, and then he takes a test and is like, "All right, I gotta go," and then he's like, "He's fucking leaving. Pull up now." And then and then it's all over. No, you're one of the good ones. You're one of the good ones. That's why we keep having you on. And I know initially you probably got some flack for coming onto the podcast and sharing stories and shit, but I feel like this is more like bridging the gap. I feel the police department is only as good as their interaction with the community where they
Yes.
work, right? What have you guys done to bridge that gap? Extend an olive branch to the community of Chula Vista. Do you guys feel that you have good relations with the community here in Chula Vista?
Yeah, I mean, things are different here in Chula Vista. We do a lot of things out in the community. So again, I never gave my disclaimer, but I'm here to give you my personal thoughts, right? I'm not representing the police department. I'm the president of our Police Officers Association Union.
Well, that's
I'm not-
weird. You flashed your badge as soon as you came in, fool.
Not here to represent either, give my personal opinions, but in Chula Vista, we do things different. We work hand in hand with the community. We bring them in. We run citizen police academies. We run teen academies. Our school resource officer program. We're in the schools, so starting at a young age, letting people know what our police officers do, what they're supposed to be doing, what they're not supposed to be doing. Public education is a big key as to what we do, and we can't be as effective in policing the community if we don't have community support. And we have a ton of community support. I represent our association at a regional level, and once a month we get together with all these other police unions, and I get to sit very proud of the support that we get from our mayor and city council, especially with Mayor Salas. She was a #1 champion for us, and all these other associations talk about, the things that their city councils are doing that make it harder to do their job. And I believe our city council does the exact opposite. They give us the tools, the resources that we need so we can keep the community safe. At the end of the day, that's what it's all about.
Well, bully for you and all of us here in Chula Vista. Any final thoughts? Give me something controversial, fool. Give me something with some meat, man. How many DUIs did you do last week? Or what do you do now? You said you're a lead investigator of.
So I manage the investigations division.
Uh-huh.
So I don't.
So are you out on the street?
I don't do real police
I was
work
gonna say,
anymore.
yeah, you're not on the street like
No, I manage,
kicking people.
I manage the people who do the real police work now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's harder.
Yeah.
You're like a
It's-
counselor.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like being the manager.
Go
right,
ahead.
At the bar. You might not be doing the job,
Prefers the term hardworking
Right?
father.
I don't know what a manager does.
but yeah, not all the real work.
Not at all.
So-
Good for you, man. I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Keep it up.
Appreciate ya.
Don't be a stain on our community. Keep shining like you have been.
Well, we need, we need more people.
Well, you're looking
like
in the
us.
wrong place here.
Like
You're not
us.
going to find anybody. You're not going to find anybody here, fool.
What are some of the kind of qualities you're looking for? Because maybe somebody out there listening is ready to make that jump.
I keep recruiting.
Yeah.
And I keep trying to get all of Steve's people.
Don't get any of my people, man. My people are you've seen they're not fit for combat.
But no, BJ, to answer your question, we need people who want to do good in the community, right? And it's very beneficial to us when we have people who live in the city, who grew up here, went to school here, who want to come back and give back. And I think that's kind of what our profession is supposed to do, right? Doesn't always happen that way, right?
When's the last time somebody said, "I pay your paycheck"?
To me?
Yeah.
No, it's been a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get that shit a lot.
No.
You work for me.
When you work in patrol, you get it a lot. Yeah.
Is that guy who writes all the tickets still on the force? That
know
fucker's
which guy that
sneaky,
is.
dude. He's a sneaky motherfucker.
He's your hero.
Yeah, he's trying to give me tickets. Ain't gonna happen. We're gonna take a break because David Oyles just gave us a lot of information. Not really. We always ask him the same questions, but that's why I want him here.
What's your golf handicap?
Yeah.
You.
I am my own golf handicap.
I'm pushing a 10 right now. We got a little backwards. The rain stopped though. We can get back
Yeah.
on the course. I was at Torrey last week.
How was it looking?
Torrey Pines was incredibly windy.
So you're golfing with community funds. You go out there and you do.
I pay for your golf.
I was watching the golf tournament at Torrey Pines.
So wait, important, not really for this, but do you have a resident card for San Diego?
No. I was watching.
I need somebody who has that because if we go to Torrey Pines, I lost a bet. I said Amar was going to win mayor in Chula Vista, and it looked like it was. And then this guy said no. I said, all right, let's bet. Boom, boom, boom. I lost the bet, so now I got to take this motherfucker golfing. So if anyone out there we can use your city card, San Diego city card. I'd love to use it,
No.
bro. Because it goes from $140 to
You
like
get to pay full
40.
price.
Why?
Yeah, because
Me?
you do. You lost the bet. Yeah.
You don't.
I
know.
love that
We'll figure-
smirk.
well,
I
yeah,
love that little
fool.
smirk.
Whatever. Oyles, thank you very much for coming in. I know you're used to having a whole hour dropping dick. Oh, this is what we do here. But now get used to it. Oh.
Young Oyles right there. Look at that.
True or false? That's in your locker and the station.
That's at my desk.
Ladies and gentlemen, Lieutenant Oyles will be coming back after the break. Damn, I'm excited and nervous now, bro. I'm talking a lot of shit. Let's get in here with Dottie Deville and a little bit of Matthew Koken at Til-Two Club. Let's take a break. We'll be right back. Woo, ah, woo. Dude, you can't hear shit in here. It's really loud in the headphones. I guess a party in the headphones. There's music. There's clanking. Oyles, you killed it again. Yo,
Just so you
go
got
on the
the
school show.
spatial, because with these mics it's different than those. They
Shut
could be like in the
up,
back of the fucking house, but us,
BJ.
we gotta be right.
They're
up
not
on
gonna
that
book you,
shit.
fool. They're not gonna see the difference between a universal microphone and a
cardioid microphone and a dynamic microphone.
Oh man, I've never seen you work so hard.
'Cause I'm not that high today. It's amazing what I can do when I'm semi-sober.
I kind of bounced around, so like I didn't really I'm class of 03, but I didn't graduate from Bonita. I also went to Eastlake for a little bit, and I just like this.
Get around. You're travieso.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, is that tribal seeds?
Switching to the reggae. Who said that?
Loves it.
Amazing. Who are you? Can I see you?
He's a bread stasher.
Dina just pulled up. I gotta go.
Migrito Weekly, brought to you by Migrito Industries, the record label, a podcast, an art, events, y más, available on all the social medias at Migrito. They chimed in this week and they wanted us to go over a couple of things. One fucking paragraph is all they sent me. You know what they did send me, Casas? They sent me a fucking shirt. So thank you guys at Migrito for sending me a shirt. It's about time. Migrito Weekly. This week, Mr. Kogan, this week, as it stands, we're going to announce our Mas Alto charity compilation. If you are not following Migrito on Instagram, please do. You can find out more about the label, its artists, and how you can support the charity we chose, which is an orphanage in Tijuas, Mexico. Gracias a todos. Clean, concise, to the point, not too much frill, it's just all there. Very happy to be on the label. Do more for me, please. What's up, guys?
Hi.
My God. We got like fucking a power couple here, fool. Litigators.
Relationship goals right here.
Entrepreneurials, bro.
Yeah,
all
that's our
the
king.
things. Yeah?
Being called power couple.
Yeah? You love it?
North of the 94.
North of the 94. Yes. Let's put things into perspective. There's demographics in this area.
Right.
Matthew Koken, Dottie Deville, thank you both for coming into Metiche Monday. We're very excited to get to know all about what you guys get into. We all pretty much know a little bit, but today is when we learn a little bit more.
I feel like this is very dangerous. I'm
Why?
Like
Why?
2 martinis in.
Go ahead.
On no breakfast.
Mm.
Thanks, Cece.
It's fasting. On Mondays, we fast. On Mondays, we fast. Guys, welcome for coming in. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about yourselves.
Go for it, Dottie.
Okay. Hi. I don't know. What do you?
How
What
did
do
you
you
get
wanna know?
started in the industry? In
Oh,
the
God.
Til-Two industry, the bar scene, San Diego.
How I got started in this industry? Well, I was a preschool teacher, and one of my kids' moms owned a yeast company called White Labs.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and I was homebrewing at the time, and she was like, "Hey, why don't you come open my tasting room for me?" And that was when I was 19.
Hell yeah. Illegal, but awesome.
Yeah.
Very illegal, but very, very awesome. White Labs for people. Yeah.
Way to call them out.
Whoops.
White Labs, for people who aren't familiar, here in San Diego, it's known as, pretty much a capital of craft brewery and brewing in the whole U.S. White Labs is where most of the majority of the breweries procure their yeast.
Yeah.
They develop and they create strains, and most of the breweries head on over there. So you work there as an underage person. Well,
Wow. Oh, thanks.
You
Yeah.
said it.
The term is almost of age.
Almost of age, yeah. I think they thought I was older than I was. So yeah, I helped open that tasting room up, and I was there for, I don't know, 3-4 years, and then
Hell yeah.
somebody else asked me to open their tasting room, then somebody else, and then a bar, and then this and that, blah, blah, blah,
How
blah.
many breweries did you work with? How about this? Your
I don't
favorite
know.
brewery to work at?
White Labs.
White Labs. Top dog. I like it.
White
They're
Labs.
very far. Anything north of the 54, I feel like I need to take a backpack with snacks and shit and just like essential emergency kits.
They were the best.
Yeah.
Yes.
With you today is this lovely man. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Mr. Matthew Kogan.
Well, I am a criminal defense attorney.
Okay.
Not a DA.
Okay.
The
I heard DA and I was like,
No, the DA prosecutes people. I defend them.
nice.
And I've been doing that in my own law firm for about 12 years.
Felicidades. Hard work, man. Look at you. That's it. I don't want to go any further, man. This guy's a fucking lawyer. He has his own firm. He owns his own thing. What brought you into becoming a lawyer? What got you interested in learning about law?
Yeah, Matt, what?
How many laws did you break before you decided to be a lawyer?
That's exactly the right question. When I was in high school, I was kind of a klepto. So I would steal CDs. If you go to old Blockbuster or Warehouse, they would have
Sam
those,
Goodies.
those
Ooh,
exactly those big plastic things with the CD in them. I would bring a screwdriver in, pop
This
those
fucking
thing off.
guy.
Yeah.
All right.
Never got caught. I'd go on ski trips, steal cases of Pacifico.
You do beer runs.
Yeah.
Nice.
Put like flank steaks down your pants, feed the whole crew for the week.
Well, it was in your pants.
steak, all right.
Jeez, all right. We're going to learn a little bit more about it.
Wow.
Matt brings the meat.
Yeah, so I never got caught, and I realized that a lot of people at certain ages make a lot of stupid decisions, and it necessarily shouldn't ruin their life. So that's how I got into
My
it.
kind of guy, bro. Nice. How long did it take to get to where you're at now? What is the path to become a lawyer?
People do it all different ways.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't necessarily know I wanted to do criminal defense right out of the gate. I wanted to be an English professor, went to Berkeley, did that whole thing, wanted something more substantial, went to law school. I know people that are 45, 50 years old, they're engineers, want to do something different with that, go to law school, become a lawyer. Some people that are lawyers don't necessarily practice all the time, but they can consult. So all different avenues.
Man, I want to learn more about being a lawyer.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I really do, man. I really do.
Me and my cousin Vinny over here.
Imagine if we were lawyers, bro. Gazas, I think you have a face for a lawyer, dog. Look at you. You're not going to put the camera on you, coward. There he is. Look at. I see your first client over your left shoulder. Oh, now your right shoulder. There they are.
The devil over here.
He looks more like the plaintiff, like that guy that stands with the cop.
Dun, dun, dun. I grew up watching Judge Wapner, man. Oh, what is it called?
Don't even know who that is.
What is it? What's that show called? Fucking The People's Court.
Court.
The
Yeah.
People's Court, man. That was
Oh.
my shit. We didn't have remotes. You had to run to the TV and change it.
Yep.
And then you come back on the couch and watch it, and it was like
It was uphills both ways,
the
no
plaintiff,
shoes.
the plaintiff, and then the defendant. Real talk, man. I think I would love to learn about becoming a lawyer, just to be an asshole.
Come shadow me in court.
Oh, I don't know if I'm allowed in these places, my friend.
Okay, well, just clear any warrants up. You're good.
0 warrants all my life.
There you
Jesus
go.
Christ, knock on wood. So along the path, you working in the industry, starting at Y Labs underage, and you being a klepto, stealing all of the shit, then becoming a lawyer, and then becoming a lawyer and opening up your own firm, you guys crossed paths once upon a time and decided to take
Tinder.
on a venture. On
Two of
Tinder.
America's Most Wanted.
On Tinder. Tell me about Tinder. Does that work? I'm old. I'm of the old school.
So when I was at White Labs, the guys that I was working with, they were so sick of the dudes I was dating. It was like greasers and, car people and stuff. And they were like, we're going to go on Tinder for you. And they were swiping. And they're like, we found a lawyer. And I was like, oh, God. Went on a date, and then I never went home.
There it is.
Well, okay.
They're still looking for her.
Actually, the whole story is we went to Turf Club. He burnt the shit out of my steak. I kept eating it because I was so hungry. And then I called him a hipster the whole time. And I was like, ew, this dude is fucking lame. And then he was like, I'm not lame. I'm going to take you to
That's
Tin
an
Can.
assumption a lot of people have. So
Quite
I brought this steak.
Quite the romance story. I love
Yeah.
this one.
So then he took me to this place called Tin Can Ale House, which is now Balboa.
Balboa.
And it was like, he was like, oh, it's a country western night. I was like, oh, okay, cool. It was like fucking some sad country crying shit. And I was like, man, this fucking
Country emo.
Farm emo is what they call it.
Farm emo. And he was like,
Wait, that's a fucking thing, dog? Farm
That's
emo?
what they call country. Farm emo.
You dress like a farm emo guy.
I should get in the right genre, I guess.
yeah, you're hired. So he was all pissed. He was like, no, I'm not fucking lame. Let's go to Cherry Bomb. So we go to Cherry Bomb. I'm like,
On a
done.
sick one.
On a sick one.
Yeah.
I mean, as one does at Cherry Bomb.
Yeah. I realized I can't drive. And I was like, fuck, I can't go home in a taxi. My dad will fucking kill me.
In a taxi?
Yeah. Well, because he knew I was on a date.
Okay.
So he would be like, the fuck?
Who
you
is
know?
this guy?
He couldn't
Yeah.
drop you off, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So then I was like, well, I guess I'm staying at your house.
And you never left.
I never left. Well, and then he dropped me off at the car. I had a ticket. And he was like, don't worry about it. Grabbed the ticket and paid it. And I was like, oh!
Fuck.
He probably
Oh,
litigated
wow.
it.
Were you a lawyer when they met? Obviously you were,
Yes.
right? Yeah. No, so you knew all the ins and outs.
Yeah.
He's like, I know this judge.
So he got me.
They don't pay attention to details here. We'll go ahead. I'll take care of this. That's quite the romantic love story. Look
Is
at
it?
you. I guess. I mean, hey, mine is boring, but it's like, look at. I've known my wife since she was 4 and I was 7. You know,
Aw.
yeah. And our families would go camping together, and we would go camping, and we hung out, and then obviously I went my way and ran through white women. And then, you know, and then they invited me to be their chambelán and a quinceañera. And that, you know, it's a very honorable moment for a young Mexican like myself to be a chambelán. I was like a chambelán for hire, BJ. I did like 4 or 5 like main chambelán shits.
Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
Yeah.
And then I had all the fucking waltzes down, for like the fucking back of my hand. And
I
then
want to
You
see
were
one
like on
now.
your
Can you present one
knee.
for us?
So we crossed paths again when she was turning 16 and or vice versa, 15 and 16. She has a sister, and I was the main chambelán, you know. And then I've known her ever since, and now we're married 18 years this fucking year. So that's I love listening to different ways people meet.
Yeah.
And I think yours is fucking awesome. On Tinder, in Spanish, in Mexico, refers to te robaron. They kidnapped you. You never went home.
Pretty much.
Fuck.
We actually wanted them to sponsor our wedding, and we never heard back because they don't want that kind of success story. They want repeat customers.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
I was trying to get that sponsor money.
And then you guys opened a bar.
A while later, but yeah.
I'm like, well, yeah, we got married in 2015. Yeah. We were partners in another bar. We kind of left there. We were trying to figure out what we were doing. We tried to buy Small Bar at
Nice.
the time.
Yeah.
Karen, I know she's a member.
She's a
right?
member.
Yeah.
Friend of the show.
Friend
Yes,
of the
show. Yeah, we tried to buy Small Bar, but I didn't know how to run a kitchen. You know, and Karen's good friends with our family, and she was like, no.
Yeah.
No. So we got outbid, and I was super bummed. Like, we were like fucking bummed. And then a family friend was like, look, I have this bar. It's not succeeding. I'm either closing the doors or you guys can buy it. And we were like,
Ooh, those are the best deals to make
well, it was
right
crazy.
there.
It was like I was on a plane to Portland. I had a show, and she was like, you need to come back in like 24 hours, sign this paperwork. I'm out. And I was like, oh shit, like this is crazy. This is crazy. And I called my mom. I was like, Mom, can you give me a loan?
Nice.
And she was like, I have $5. I was like, great, I'll take it. And yeah.
That's how you buy a bar.
Well, it was a lot.
That's how you buy a
longer
bar.
than that,
Well, I mean, it
a
does
lot
take
more.
time. You got to take it over, and you have to, implement certain things. But you have a lawyer on your squad.
Yeah.
And you have an underage professional on this side. And between those two experiences, I feel like it's a fail-proof plan, which it is. Til-Two Club is a historical bar here in San Diego. It's been around for decades. It's been around for what? I think
80
celebrating 80th?
years.
Your 80th year celebrated.
She's an old girl.
Mm.
You
What
can
i-
tell.
what is it like operating a bar? Give me the highlights. Everybody knows the pitfalls, but give me, what do you look forward to every day operating a bar?
My customers.
Nice. Yeah.
Our
There's
regulars.
a bloodline.
Our regulars are the shit. Yeah.
Uh-oh,
There's
do we have one
over
here?
there.
Oh, shit, we have a regular here. No, regulars, they keep the lights on. They keep all utilities paid, make everything happy, gives you an opportunity to kind of like set a new blueprint, a new format of what you want to do. Has the Til-Two Club always had the same kind of, I guess, game plan, having a venue kind of set up in there?
Originally in the 40s, it was kind of attached to a steakhouse next door.
Oh,
so
really?
It originally was a little bit different. But I think in about the 60s and 70s is when it kind of slowly morphed into like go-go dancing and a lot
We had
more.
topless girls for 60 months, or 60 months, 6 months. Whew, it was
Topless
martini.
women for 6 months at the Til-Two Club when you guys took it over.
No,
No?
no,
Oh,
no.
no. fuck. Shit.
No, there was a weird law in the 60s. It was like this gray law where
Uh-huh.
pretty much all of the bars had topless go-go dancers.
All right.
And they had to reword. Wow. This is getting me. Reword.
Shout out to Cece.
The law, and everyone got away with it for like 6 months, right?
Yeah, and then they
Yeah.
cracked down
They
on
cracked
it.
down,
and
yeah.
You had probably about 12 to 15 like go-go bars.
So
in San
that's what they're
Diego.
referred to as
Yeah.
go-go
Yeah,
bars.
Yeah.
and they
Oh, wow.
got phased out, and then after that, they kind of implemented more live entertainment, music, bands. We had a lot of the first like African American like jazz groups coming through there in the 50s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys bought a bar with history. You guys bought
We
a
actually
bar.
have a local historian on our team.
Do you
who,
really?
yeah. Shout out to Matt Farrell. He
Nice.
works for SDSU.
All
He
the
is
Matts.
actually a historian. And he found out all of this really cool information.
We need to find shit out about the Elwood, man, because the Elwood is old as fuck, too.
Matt
Oh.
Farrell, get on it.
Get on it, Farrell. So tell me a little bit about your other venture in life. You are also a burlesque dancer.
Yes.
Go ahead. Enlighten me. I want to know all about it. What exactly is a burlesque dancer?
Oh gosh, there's so many ways to say this. Well, it's I personally do like very classic style burlesque, which is like 1940s through the 60s striptease. So I take my clothes off.
There it is.
Yeah, and I tassel twirl.
How long have you been doing this?
Since I was 18. I'm 33.
Nice. You've built a career. In a passionate career, something that you really...
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
I say I'm retiring every year, but every year they keep hiring me for cooler things.
What would drive you to retire? Have you lost the passion for doing it, or is it no longer as
My
motivating?
knees.
Yeah. It's like an athletic thing.
Yeah.
You're jumping, you're moving,
I'd
you're dancing.
rather be drinking a drink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd rather be just operating a bar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. How did you start this company of yours? How did you get into it? And tell me a little bit what's going on tonight at Pacers.
Dang, you like know my whole life. Like this whole
Fucking good, dude.
He will get you to the core. Yeah.
CNN over here. How'd I get? Wait, what was your question?
Your company.
Yeah, Drop Dead Dames.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've been around for 10 plus years. We throw or produce 2 big shows a year. Like, think big Vegas style shows. So
Okay.
huge props. Our next show is February 11th.
Everything is going on February 11th. I feel like February 11th is a very busy
Good
day.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah, so our headliner, flying her in from the UK, King of Burlesque. We have a bunch of really cool shit going on.
What prompted you to start this brand, this company?
That's a whole long story.
I'm
There was
into it.
there was this group called Hell on Heels. We all started fighting. We all like spread out, did our different things. They wanted to do like neo burlesque. We wanted to do classic burlesque. So we started our own troupe.
What's the difference between neo burlesque and classic burlesque?
Look at Barry. Barry jumping in. Get
We
it,
can
Barry.
do anything from like costumes to music to dance moves. Yeah. What are you gonna say?
You can do like mashups with neo burlesque. You can do like neo metal, you know,
yeah.
stuff like that. And
So all of our music is like 1960s
Okay.
or older.
No.
Neo burlesque is, you know,
After that.
Newer.
it's like
After that.
today's music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you prefer just doing the classical, the more traditional.
Yeah. I'm not against neo. It's just not my thing. Oh, look, there we are. Dang.
Is it like the comedy world
so
where people get mad for biting each other's bits? Like, hey, I
Yeah,
do that
oh,
dance.
yes.
Don't touch my shit.
Whoa,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
That's a whole
Totally.
thing.
I
How many
got
times have you
hit
gotten in an altercation with someone trying to bite your
fucking
shit?
A lot of times with one girl.
You're talking like Casas all of a sudden?
So there's a lot of beef in the industry.
No. Yeah, no, fuck it. Yeah, there is.
There is?
Yeah.
Nice. Are you above that, or you just say,
I'm
fuck
above
it?
it. I've been doing it too long.
Yeah?
Yeah.
From 18 to 33, math, what is that, 15 years?
35 years.
Fuck, that's a lot.
Hey, I'm old.
15 years doing this.
Yeah.
That is a long time to do
Mom,
anything.
you remember my first show? What? You bought tickets to it? Okay.
What was your first show like? What was that experience like?
Opening up for Cashed Out, Belly Up.
Not
Fuck
okay.
yeah, I cashed out.
At the Belly Up.
Yeah.
San Diego's best venue. Would you agree there, Barry Gisbera?
Absolutely not.
No, is it real? Okay, north of wherever you guys are from. Where is the Til-Two Club located?
it's in City Heights.
How do you?
El Cajon Euclid, baby.
They. I spent a lot of my time down in that area off of University and
On the boulevard?
Yeah, walking the streets, doing my thing. No, that community has overgone a lot of changes. Like from the time I started working there, like in 2005, on University and 43rd, to probably now. I haven't been down there in a few years. It's overgone a big change. What have you guys noticed since you moved in there?
Well, we're in Little Saigon, so it's
Best food ever.
Yeah, it's very Asian centric, and they protect that neighborhood very well. And so you have a lot of good quality restaurants and establishments that have been there for generations. And so I think the change where we are specifically is a little less quick, and I think in a good way.
In a good way for sure, man.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of those neighborhoods get, what is the word? Gentrified. You know, like it's just, and they slowly start calling like, where in Barrio Logan, they call it Gaslamp East. You know, and it just kind of keeps going. It's like, no, it's not Gaslamp East, fool. It's fucking Barrio Logan.
It's already got a name.
And you know, and it's like City Heights was the same thing. Like, and I remember when I started working there, going to suit and tie, and I was like, fuck, I feel weird going like right legitimately into this community, right into the fucking hood of City Heights, right next to Rosa Parks Park, the fucking Price Charity Building, and there was, what is that? Pinchi, the mercado that's there. How do you say mercado? The supermarket that's there. So it was legit as fuck. You know, it's people from the community operating shopping, and then our building, a bunch of outsiders in finance come in and try to operate. But it didn't change that much until like a few years later. Then I noticed that some of the businesses started getting facelifts. Some of the properties started pushing out the former residents that have been there for decades.
Yeah.
And then it's just it's a positive in the sense that it's awesome that somebody's taking interest in this community, investing money, injecting money, and building the economy, and opportunities arise for those. But it's shitty because a lot of the people that have been there forever slowly start getting pushed out. You know, you're a
feel
lawyer.
like
You probably see a lot of this shit, man.
It's a good and bad thing
Yes.
to get money reinvested in the community, and hopefully the people that have those resources appreciate what that community already is and what it has to offer, and honor that identity and just grow upon that, you know.
I agree. Never really changed the original foundation and what it would build on, but just kind of, you know, connect some dots, make it good here, do some good there. Let's get into some questions, Barry. What do you got from us from the Discord?
Well, from the Discord, we don't got much. But I got some because I was your neighbor practically, living above Last Call. So I know,
Ooh, Last
I know
Call.
Humble Arbor pretty well. What's your go-to fuss spot?
Ooh.
Fahua, across the street.
It's a good one. You guys ever go to Fucking?
No.
Dude, there was 2 fucking restaurants in City Heights or in that general area that have the greatest names ever. One, the Fucking, duh, and number 2, Mama Testas. Do you remember that? No. So
no,
Mama
no.
Testas is an Italian restaurant, but if you say it fast and in Spanish, Mama Testa. No, suck on this.
What's it mean?
And I don't know if the owners of this business legitimately knew what they had done, but I was like, yo, if they,
Marketing
Yeah, I
geniuses.
was like, these guys fucking get down. So it's like, where you going to lunch? Just fucking. Cool. Where you going? Mama Testa. I was like, oh yeah. Trust me, it's very childish, but it's awesome. What else you got for us there, Barry?
So the working industry comes with a lot of like good stories. You guys have any good like just fucking crazy this happened. Doesn't have to be like bad stuff, but just like, you know, like best blackout story maybe from the bar. You guys have a resident guy who comes in and blacks out every Thursday for Thursday Fun Day?
Thursday, that's actually a really
We're not going to
great
call
day.
these people out.
Yeah, we're not going to.
You're not like us where we call out people who cancel.
But we will say shout out to the Thursday happy hour crew.
That's right. Shout out Thursday.
What does a happy hour look like at Til-Two? What are we looking at for deals?
Shit, what are
It's
deals?
$5 pints, dollar off wells,
$4 wells,
4 to 7 p.m.
all day Monday.
Nice.
Yeah.
I have a question from the Discord. You didn't do your research, fool.
I don't read that. It only gets me in trouble now.
Growing up in City Heights, I see a lot has changed in the last 10 years, as we kind of went over. What kind of changes would you still like to see in that neighborhood? What are you specifically doing to connect with the community in City Heights?
Well, we live in City Heights, so
Fuck yeah.
I was born and raised in Point Loma. My parents were divorced, so I spent half my time in Point Loma, and my mom lived in City Heights since I was like 7. So I've seen a lot of changes in that neighborhood. What are we doing to connect with the neighborhood? I mean, shit,
Well,
we've done so many things.
We've done food drives. We've done toy
Toy
drives.
drives.
We donate to schools in the area.
Nice.
But we aren't like putting ourselves on blast. Like we don't need people to.
Sometimes you do good shit just because you like to do
Yeah.
good shit.
It's under the
You know,
radar.
you don't like to do shit to get attention.
No.
Casas. Fucking guy, fool. You brought up your family a little bit. Tell us about your pops. Pretty well-known figure here in San Diego.
Yeah. My dad's Tommy Gomes, one of probably the most famous fishmonger in the U.S.
What's a fishmonger?
He sells seafood. He
There it
smells
is.
like shit every day.
What
Did you get the coolest job title?
Dude, that's the greatest fucking name ever, bro. I want to be a beer monger.
Oh
Like-
shit! There he is. Yeah, yeah. I think that's his TV show, The Fishmonger. It's on the Outdoor Network Travel Channel. He's pretty rad. He was supposed to be here today, but I think it's his only
Look at
day
that
off,
guy.
so
Look
he
at
was
that.
like, "Nah, I'm out."
We saw him, wifey and I saw him in action at the, the Bayfront Wine and Food Festival.
Yeah.
He was there just slaying tuna, boom, getting down. We're like, hell yeah. It's always awesome to see. I've ran into your pops a few times over like the last 5-10 years, just in passing. It's like, oh, hey. He's like, oh, hey, you're that Mexican. Hey, you're the fish guy.
Yeah.
So that's
Some
pretty
Portuguese dude.
Yeah, so that's pretty much the extent of how I know your
Yeah.
pops, because I know you mentioned, oh, I think you know my dad's like, just in passing, like, hey, what's up? A little fist bump here and there.
Yeah.
But that's awesome. He has his own TV show?
Yeah.
Does that give you a little bit of like confidence in doing what you're doing? It's like it's just in the family
No, baby,
bloodline.
I've done this before him.
Get it.
I was doing it before
Get
him.
it. Ooh, there you go. All right, tell me
No.
about that.
No.
No?
I mean, yeah.
Your dad is riding your coattails.
Yep. I'm glad that he has a show. Like, he's doing really well. He opened up his own shop, Tunaville. It's like so Portuguese. It's like so him. Yeah, things are good.
One big happy family.
Yeah.
What is next for you guys? What do you have anything on the docket of things that are coming out? I know you guys were alluding to some surprise,
Yeah.
some announcement that's coming out.
Yeah, we're fucking stoked on this. You
All
guys.
right, let's
I'm
see.
like, Casas. Oh yeah.
So we are starting to do Til-Two Presents shows down at Corazon.
So we partnered up with Corazon. We're down there. Sorry, I'm taking it over because I'm
That's
so
fine.
fucking stoked. You need like more energy.
I don't want a lawyer with any. Oh. There it is. There it is.
Like I have to give you the whole story because it's
I'm
kind
here.
of wild how this happened. Last week, I asked Casas, I was like, hey, come to this club with me. I want to show you what this place is, blah, blah, blah. And he starts talking about how they were kind of like playing around with the idea of getting rid of Corazon. And I was like, yeah, whatever, not even thinking about it.
Ooh, look at that.
Oh.
Lawyer got hands.
Hot.
Lawyer got hands.
As Lexi says, sexy.
That was a sexy catch.
Sexy cat.
You're 25 cents now. That's
For people who don't know, Corazon del Barrio, an operation located a nice little venue in the heart of Barrio Logan.
Yeah. And of course, we were drinking that day, so I didn't even think about it. And the next day, we're going down to Restaurant Depot. And I was like, wait a second. What the fuck was I thinking? We're going in. So I texted him and I'm like, hey, some questions. He's like, why don't you just come down here and kind of see what's up? Walked in, talked with Ernie. 2 days later, had a meeting.
Done.
Deal done.
Nice.
So we're going down there the Til-Two family is gonna
Name change and
stand.
everything?
No. It's just partnership.
Okay,
you know,
okay.
Yeah. Just
So when a show is too big for Til-Two,
Yeah.
you guys
We're
in
going down
essence
there.
will book it
Yep.
at Corazon,
Yep.
and then it'll be a Til-Two
Yes.
production.
and we're really stoked because it's gonna be all ages as well. So we're
What are you looking
more-
for the first show? What's the first one?
We already
Yeah,
have
okay.
one
Go ahead.
on March 10th.
Ooh, all right.
It's a co-produced by, so it's Til-Two Presents with the firm Clothing, and it's an oi punk show with Doug and the Slugs, who's been around since '83. It's gonna be a really good time. We've been talking about doing an all ages venue for the past couple of years.
We've been
it's-
secretly looking at places since I think we got into Til-Two, but nothing has felt right. And this partnership.
Have you had luck
was just-
finding spots, even though they're not the right
Yeah,
spots?
we've looked
oh,
at several
fuck yeah.
spots. And,
Nice.
I was like trying to force it,
Mm.
and I was like, no, this isn't right. And
That'll
I-
never work.
It'll never.
That'll
work,
never
baby.
work, Dottie.
never
It'll
work.
never work.
You gotta spit on it first.
That's not what I meant.
It was just wild. Like when you click with people
Mhm.
and it's organic,
For sure.
things just started happening. And
Yeah.
I swear, like we cheers drinks and our phones went wild. It was like a fucking the universe put it out there to everybody. We got all of these emails. Like we didn't even tell anyone. I don't even think I told my parents yet.
You got to be careful what you tell Casas, though. Because
Yeah,
Casas,
well, this fool-
Casas likes to
Yeah,
post it
I-
online. He's like,
Can't trust him. Yeah, and it was just nuts. Like all these bookings started coming in, and we were like, "Oh shit! Like this is a thing. I guess we gotta announce this." And then he was like, "Hey, do you want to come on this podcast live stream?" And I was like, "Oh shit!
he probably gets, I'm going to do it live.
Oh shit!"
I mean, and as a background, Til-Two is well known for having punk shows every fucking day of the week, pretty much. You guys have,
We have a
like
punk show tonight.
Yeah, you guys
Or
have
metal,
touring
metal.
bands that come through.
Yeah, I mean, it used to be primarily a punk rock
Mm-mm.
metal bar. Since we've gotten in there, we've kind of broadened.
Farm emo.
Yeah,
Farm emo.
Exactly.
Narco corridos.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
But we wanted something at least one day a week for everyone.
Yeah.
Whether that is jazz, blues. We do have like a singer-songwriter night once a month. We have goth nights. We have punk
Hip hop
nights.
night with
we have
Rick
a hip-hop
Scales.
night.
That night's so dope.
Yeah.
Rick Scales, Doomcat, DJ Root. Yeah, so it's like everything under this like super rad umbrella that this like subculture is all into.
And there's
It
nothing.
just works out.
and
It
there's
seems
nothing
very
like that.
overwhelming.
Well,
It is fucking
Because you
overwhelming.
you guys are operating a fucking bar,
Yeah.
which is already overwhelming in itself.
Yeah.
You know, dealing with just the day-to-day operation, in addition to overseeing employees and what needs to be on, who's going to be taking care of them, and then also booking talent, making sure they show up, making sure all that thing. That's on you. That falls on your shoulders.
Yeah.
well, this is why
We work
the
really well
business
together.
works well because she takes care of the bar.
Thank you, Tinder.
You know, exactly. So, she runs the bar. She does all the like the beer, the menus,
Okay.
all that stuff. The bar program is completely
yeah.
her, and I do probably 95% of the booking.
Let me introduce you to a white guy named Barry Jasbera.
I already told him he's got a Sunday night.
If, you know, if
And I'm
you-
in. I'm fucking in.
Hey,
Hi,
bitch, I'm
It's
gonna be-
exciting to see people who are like, you know, the owners and the fucking runners of a business, like so, like just fucking pumped
Involved?
up about music.
Yeah.
Like
We're
that's
just
usually like an
pumped up-
afterthought so many times.
We're pumped about hospitality. Like, I label myself. I like when people say, "What do you do?" I go, "I'm the philanthropist of partying." Like, I fucking love getting people together and watching
like that
them
it's
have
alliteration,
a good
too.
time. And he loves it too. And that's just like we love being like hype boys and girls.
What a fucking team, though. Because think about it. You need a lawyer. Like when you're running through this whole fucking when you're running
Sounds like
through
somebody
this,
we know needs
you
a
know what I'm
lawyer.
saying? When
Yeah,
you're running
right?
through this whole hamster fucking wheel of operating a business and in this industry specifically, and then probably with contracts that you're executing with talent and shit. It's a smart move to, find somebody on Tinder who's got that lawyer hat
It's
on.
nice to have
and,
that DA in the pocket, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know if you swipe right or left, but whatever which
I
way
didn't
you
even
swipe.
swipe.
Ooh, it was swiped for you.
It was swiped for me.
It
Who
was
is it,
swiped by
Joey
fate.
Karowski?
Yeah, Joe Karowski.
Big ups to Joe Karowski for finding this fucking lawyer in the seaweeds of fucking Tinder oceans and shit. Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
I heard you laugh. over there, Lexi?
Oh, I just thought the Tinder Oceans thing was funny.
I'm pretty good at what I do. Tell me about your segment that we're going to be debuting today.
Oh, Dios mío.
Let's get everybody involved with this segment.
Dios mío.
Oh, no, that's what it's called. It's called Dios
Yeah.
mío.
Yeah. Do we have a graphic for it, Eric?
Damn, you're very
no graphic.
Fuck, she put you on the spot, fool. Look at that.
What, Eric? I've been telling him all week. All right, so basically it's going to be a few stories, popular stories in the news and all of that. So the first one is, I'm sure you've heard about the Tennessee cop by the name of Megan Hall, who was fired for engaging in sexcapades with several coworkers. Have you guys heard about her?
She was a team player.
Yes. Well, not only is her husband staying with her to work things out, but she just got offered $10,000 to do 2 shows at a strip club.
That's why he's sticking around.
That is nothing.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I know, right?
Okay, yes, let's hear it. Go ahead.
Go. Yeah.
Nothing.
That's nothing. So she probably shouldn't even do it, right?
She shouldn't even open that email.
No.
No.
What does it take? What is a number that you look for? Like, what is it that 10,000 obviously
Well,
not
I'm
enough?
not famous for fucking. Well,
If you were.
Maybe she just can't dance. That's why they're not paying her so well.
If you were in her, you're her advisor. You're
Yeah.
a consigliere, and you're 50 racks.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
You won't do it for anything less.
Do we have?
I mean,
well done.
You got to go on the upper side of things. You could probably
And they'll
sit
You got to
on, like,
strike where the
Yeah.
iron is
Yeah.
hot.
And then they're gonna throw you like a 30, and you go 40.
Yeah.
They're gonna get you 35, and
And
then
you're
you go,
sold.
boom, 35.
So maybe she'll be able to like bargain from there.
Yeah, she has this one chance, 15 minutes of fame. Like, this is it.
Is it only topless or is it full?
I don't know. It doesn't say. It just says
Oh,
2
yeah.
Ay, Dios
shows.
If it's
Mío.
full, it's 50 for sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
For
Dios mío.
sure.
Yeah.
That's an important consideration point.
Fun employment.
BJ's favorite artist, Jenny69 out of Riverside. She also took on some. Some strip dancing.
Good for her. Make that money.
She
Joe.
got contracts to go strip and make money.
Okay.
So now I'm interested to see
If I get a
how
stripping
much.
gig,
No, how much money she got. You know, because I feel like the allure or the she's not as out there as she once was when her song came out. So she probably got top
is this
dollar.
person?
She is an artist, a singer from like Riverside, and she had a song. I don't know if we can
From
play this song.
Riverside.
Yeah, it's like Soy la 69. No. It was a banger.
number 1 on Steve's Spotify.
I woke up
Wrapped.
every morning playing that song. No, and she was like, she was like a big thing at that time. And I remember just reading, it's like, oh, she's going to go strip in Houston. She's probably getting paid fucking bank to go out there and handle that. I've always been curious, like how much money strippers, like, celebrity strippers, traveling and working strippers that go on tour across the country, like how much they get paid
Maybe you
to go
know.
on.
Did somebody know? I don't know.
I don't know.
Costas knows.
Yeah,
He's trying to stay real quiet though.
I mean, it just depends if it's
Yeah.
topless or full nude.
yeah, that's true. How
And
much
if-
is it for topless? We're planning BJ's party.
Shit.
How much we
Depends
get
on
it?
how like famous you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Riverside famous in Houston? I don't know.
Two different categories
Yeah.
for sure.
Nice. So what happened? Her husband stayed with her, obviously, because that's probably
Yeah.
the relationship
Yeah,
they
so that's
have.
that. That's that. We don't know for sure yet if she's accepted it. That's the story there. So the next story we've got is, I don't know if you even heard about this and you didn't even bring it up at all, but El Chapo sent a SOS message to the Mexican president.
Just know I don't bring shit up because sometimes I don't want to bring that shit up.
Yeah, he sent an SOS message to him from the U.S. prison he's in, requesting to return from the United States to complete his sentence in Mexico.
Why do you think that is, Lexi?
Well, I'm not really sure. They say he's dealing with psychological torment there in the U.S. prison, and so he wants to be back home, basically. And the president is thinking about it.
Well, because there's current turmoil in Mexico, and there's a lot of unknown and uncertainty, and they want to bring somebody back that can really don't bring it all in, and put it all together. I mean, I don't know how much you know about it, but his son got caught up over there, and they're not letting him go. Mexican government is fighting the extradition. They don't want to send him over here because they know what happens if that goes down. And yeah, I read that, and I know that the president's probably gonna say, "All right, we'll bring you back."
I think so too.
I mean, every Fortune 500 company needs a CEO. And what better CEO than one of the guys who started it? You know?
Right? Oh my goodness.
Allegedly, I don't know. I listen to a lot of podcasts.
All right.
Casas told me. Eric Casas told me from when he went to Mazatlan. He was over there incidentally when it all went down.
So this is my last story, and this one's pretty weird. So a priest by the name of Gerald Johnson recently
fucked up.
he
Terrible name for a
suffered a
priest.
heart attack and temporarily died. Right? He said when he died, he thought he was going upward because he had done so much good in his life, and he was trying to help so many people and made so many decisions that were godly decisions. But as opposed to him going up, he went down to hell while he was dead, and claims they were playing Umbrella by Rihanna as torture by demons.
Oh, for real?
And they also were playing Don't Worry, Be Happy by Bobby McFerrin down there.
I'm with that. I'm with
That's a good
that.
song.
You know, uplifting, positive vibes. Look at that
But
guy.
he says that
He
they
looks
were
like
sing-
Curtis Jackson's dad. He looks like 75 Cent. Look at that thing. All right.
350.
That's a real story?
Yes, it's a real story. It just happened.
You believe in all that shit, huh? Real talk. Nobody's listening, Lexi. You believe.
Hey, but you know what he also said in
What'd
this
he say?
TikTok
What'd he
video?
say?
Because it's a TikTok video that he made himself. He said that when you get high, you smoke weed, that demons are whispering lyrics in your ears, like to rappers and singers or whatnot. He's saying
All
all
my
kinds
songs
of
about the devil.
outlandish stuff,
Nice.
basically. But
That's
yeah.
not too outlandish.
No? Okay.
Sometimes when I smoke, I get things whispered into my ears.
Yeah.
Usually it's stop, motherfucker.
And that's that story. That's Gerald Johnson.
Gerald Johnson, the hell-bound preacher.
Is he still a preacher?
Oh, and
Does it
he
say?
said the reason why he went to hell was because he hasn't forgiven people. He's holding grudges.
Damn.
So that's why he went to hell.
I thought he was going to say wrong religion. I was like, what's the right one?
This motherfucker's just creating rules as he goes along. And he's like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and he has a whole church and everything. And
Where's
so
the
people
church?
are going to
The church
church
of
to
TikTok.
see this guy that's going to hell eventually, basically.
Do you believe in post-humanist stuff? Do you
What do you
believe
mean?
in spirits and shit? And
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh,
Tell me
yeah.
about that.
I mean, I do. Actually, I wanted to ask her a question
Ooh, go ahead.
about Til-Two. Because
I'm
you know
just excited
me.
you're talking today,
I knew it was
Lexi.
coming.
Yeah, I was trying to, but I didn't get in, But yeah, I wanted to know about, because it's an old place.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's a lot of spirits that are probably living at Til-Two. So I'm just curious about
Yeah.
some of them, or maybe one of them, whatever it is.
They come out on Thursday nights.
Well, I won't say what time this was, but we were there very late one day with Clarissa. And I mean, yeah, we had a few drinks and stuff, but it wasn't anything crazy. We weren't fucked up.
Not on a
No.
sick one.
We were not on a sick
On an
one.
ill one.
We were just having a good time, chit-chatting, girl talk. And she
I was
yeah,
there
when
too.
she-
so-
okay, sorry, Matt.
Hey, you can be a part of Girl Talk too.
Yeah.
It's okay.
And she was staring past us. And I'm like, what is she staring at? And she's like, you don't see what's happening? Do you ever see anyone in here? And I'm like, no, I'm never here this late. No, I let the employees close. And she's like, well, there's this woman who keeps walking back and forth in the bar, and she has long black hair, and she seems very calm and happy. She seems happy that you guys are here. She wasn't happy before, and she seems happy now. And I was like, oh, that's wild. You must be shrooming. Fucking, you're on a sick one.
Yeah. We approve. Go ahead.
You want to come talk?
I was like, time to go. Time to go. And I mentioned it to, this was a while back. This is probably 2019, early 2020 or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I mentioned it to our employees, and they were like, oh, we've seen her too.
Oof.
She does not like men behind the bar. She loves women behind the bar. She loves that there's a woman there. And then we were like, what does she look like? And they're like, she looks like that. And everyone has pointed to this picture of one of the original owners.
Wow.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which her story is kind of crazy. She was allegedly, she died. She was allegedly murdered. They still haven't figured that out. And the story's crazy.
Does she have a name? Oh, look at the lawyer.
Yeah.
The lawyer looking over there.
So
Go ahead.
basically-
You can say her name.
During the pandemic, we did, with Matt Farrell, we did episodes.
Get
that
on it, Farrell.
Basically talked about every generational iteration of the bar. And so it started back in the 40s, this is how we actually found out that the bar was there in 1942 and not 1948 through evidence that he discovered.
This guy's good.
And so we have gone through a lot of unsolved, mysterious happenings in the bar, and we think
But
this
she's
is
there,
one of them.
and she loves the women at the bar. Like, does not like the men, and it's probably because her husband.
She was hanging out a go-go night.
Yeah, she likes. She likes the men that are okay with like women being in charge there. But
she'd hate you, BJ.
yeah,
I hate you. That's all right.
but she's there.
Yeah. Wow. That's so interesting.
She's there. I haven't personally seen her. I've like felt, but I feel like everybody else has seen her.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love that story.
We used to do the podcast in the brewery, in the basement of the brewery. And before we turned it into a brewery, it's been multiple things. Used to be called the Highlander, which is like a men's department store, you know, suits looking nice, whatever. And there was conveyor belts and everything. There was no upstairs. There was no downstairs, rather. It was like kind of enclosed and boarded off. So we had to go in there and gut everything out. When we first moved in there, I would go down there and open the door that led downstairs because that was the only access before. There was no other access to get down there. It was secluded. It was completely set apart from the brewery, completely different than what it is now. But there was no lights and there was no windows and there was no nothing.
Fuck that.
Yeah, but I had to go in there and get shit. So I went in and it was at night. I don't know what the fuck. I felt like one of those like, this is a great time. There's a car here where I can escape or I can hang out behind the fucking the fucking saws. So I went down there and there's no light and I just keep hearing shit like walking around. And then I hear whispering like, hey, he's down here. And I was like, what the fuck? So then I open and I get my phone and I'm opening and there's nothing there. You just see all those like little dust balls everywhere, whatever. So I left. I come back another day and then we start opening up and then we do a podcast there. And then we have like a little TV. And when I started doing the podcast, people would tell me, it's like, are we the only ones in here? And I was like, yeah, there's nobody else in here. On the reflection of the TV, I see a bunch of people just walking around in the office. Yeah, and I was like, oh, fuck. You know, to the point where I've told this story before.
That's spooky.
Where I believe it was that young lady over there, Chef Letty, who told me. Yeah, Chef Letty was like, yo, leave una ofrenda. Like, leave them an offering. It's like, why don't you leave a bottled water, you know, and some fucking bread. So I went and I got like a pan dulce and a bottled water like this. But on the bottled water, I had the cap screwed on. So it was unopened, you know, so I said, whoop. And then for pan dulce, I just left a little fucking pan dulce from Metiche coffee house, and it was in its wrapper or whatever. I didn't tell anybody. I'm the only motherfucker that has access to the back right there, so nobody knew. My partner, I wasn't gonna tell him. He has no business back there anyway. I came in the next day. You know, well, it was when we did the podcast. Ain't nobody gonna go back there. And it was kind of hidden on a little bench, and on the little bench, it was a water bottle and just a little fucking pan dulce. I come in the next day all excited, like fucking Christmas or whatever. Like, what's going on in here? And the bottled water had like drinks gone. The cap was off of it. The bread had like gnaw marks on there. Like not necessarily like a little rat, but it had like little teeth, like little baby teeth. Took a little bite. Not Albert Aguirre. But yeah, it had very small teeth indentations in the bread. So I got freaked out. So then I was told by I don't know if Chef Letty told me, but I know another person. Oh, it was Kenya. Said, hey, this place, it has spirits, and it's a guy, and he's very happy with what you guys are doing. He's not leaving. He's gonna stay here, but he's just don't fuck with him, and he won't fuck with you. And we didn't, turn off the lights. We leave it. Kenny, what happened?
Both of us told you that.
Yeah.
You told me that day that after I told you exactly that, leave the ofrenda, leave the water and food. I was like, there's people here. There's definitely like a dude that's walking around. I told you about the little family kids, and then you freaked out because then you told me about your friend saying the same exact.
Yeah. So this place, the brewery, before it was a brewery, was a men's clothing store. Before it was a men's clothing store, it was a church. So downstairs, super duper spooky. It had like a little stage, a little platform, and a light going down, like an old school fucking church from the 40s.
Downstairs or upstairs?
Downstairs.
He's a downstairs.
So which leads me to believe like that shit was it was like some crazy shit because there was no access downstairs, only through the alley on the way back and going down.
It's weird.
3rd Avenue doesn't have any basements. 3rd Avenue has like 3 establishments that have basements, and we have one obviously. And next door, like in where we have the studio for the podcast before, that wall has like a fucking Beetlejuice indentation of a doorway. Remember when the fucking preacher comes out, I now declare you, whatever, like, and he pushes the door open? Like, there's like a fucking outline of a door in that office. And I always wanted, I'm a weenie, I always wanted to go in there and just kind of go with like a long drill and go and see what's on the other side. But fuck that, because there's stairs leading lower than the basement, and it just kind of gets blocked off. So it's like, I ain't fucking with nothing down there.
No.
I don't want to unwrap anything.
This is not a basement church. This is a basement.
This used to be probably
ritualistic.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
But they like us.
That's all that matters.
That speaks to your character. I don't
We,
know.
there's like a
we
ghost
apparently
Tinder we can
vibe.
introduce you guys as
The
ghosts.
vibes are vibing.
Yeah, we're totally vibing right there. It's crazy because, you know, all the old buildings have some shit, and this building is old as shit. Like on 3rd Avenue, we're on the historic part of 3rd Avenue, the downtown district, and if you look down on the ground and some of the storefronts, you'll see like the original flooring, like tiles. It says 5 and dime, blah blah blah, and you're like, oh wow, this is old as fuck. So you never know what's out there. Personally, I gotta see some shit to believe some shit. That's me, but that's probably because I'm scared and I don't want to see shit. What else you got over there, Lexi? You're on
Oh,
a
that was it. That was the end of my segment, and then we just went into the question with them. Yeah.
Oh my God, Dios mío segment. We're gonna keep that. When you were talking about the stripping and getting paid for it to go out.
Yes.
I saw a post that you guys put up there. You're gonna be at Pacers tonight.
I am going to be at
What's going on
Pacers
at Pacers tonight? Some dancing?
No.
Some dancing?
No, I
Some
will-
MCing?
There will be, but not.
Yeah, I will not be dancing tonight. I am going to be taking over their bar tonight.
Damn, celebrity takeover.
I know.
Get it?
Which is crazy because I
don't
kind of
bartend
joke that
anymore.
I'm retired.
Uh-huh.
Like I don't bartend anymore. So we'll see how.
Do you
good
get
I am.
invites like that like often, frequently, or?
Kind of, yeah.
You're a big name in San Diego. And I only, because I don't leave San Diego, so I'm sure the name is bigger outside of San Diego.
No.
But in the community that I reside in, Dottie Deville is a name that people do recognize and know.
For being a shit show.
Just being you. just for being you.
So the answer is yes.
Nice. How exciting is it to go and be a celebrity bartender at these establishments?
I think it's pretty dope. Again, we'll see how good I am.
Yeah? You going to be there, Kogan?
I will.
Yeah, we have a party bus coming.
Oh, it's a whole fucking
Yeah,
fiesta.
yeah. Party bus is gonna pick up everybody at Til-Two Club.
What's up, Casas? We going or what?
Wow, don't sound too excited.
Yeah, you want to go?
No, bitch, you can't ask the question that I just asked you for.
I want to go.
That would be.
Get on the bus.
That sounds sexy.
Yeah.
We got to make a drop for a button that anytime somebody says anything, it just says, that sounds sexy.
That's sexy.
That should be the name of the segment.
Yeah.
What do you got for us, Mr. Kogan? I feel like you're full of stories, man. Which is the most craziest fucking, if you can speak on it.
Ooh, tell the cartel story.
Oh, fuck. What?
Ooh, he's going to love
We
it.
go from politics to cartels.
He's going to love it.
Bro,
Don't tell it, actually.
you're going to get fucking kidnapped, Casas. All right, we're all in.
No.
A bar story or a lore story?
That's attorney-client privilege. Come on.
Damn, you threw husband under the bus. You
Dang,
threw
I wasn't even
Kogan.
thinking that came out
Fuck
so
no.
quickly.
Kogan turned red as fuck, man.
How about this? What is one of the bands that you've booked that like got you the most excited? Like, have you booked
Fucking
someone
Barry.
that's like fucking his version of a Blink
Thank you.
182?
I would say like every month to two, there's probably one show that I get really stoked about.
Yeah.
We've had Teenage Bottle Rocket
Hell yeah.
before. That was last year. That was a really rad show.
That was so fun.
Always a fun show.
We had Jesse Daniel, which is a pretty big up and coming country star. We've had a lot of. I mean, Til-Two is kind of like it's a small venue, so
Yeah, our capacity is only 188.
No,
and we
that's
don't
a
fit
lot,
that
though,
many people
right?
in.
That's a lot.
No,
that's
we
like cramming people.
Yeah.
in.
we like to cut it off at like 140-ish. Yeah.
But I mean, I kind of pride myself on getting newer, really rad talent and showcasing them and seeing where they go after us.
Yes.
Because I'm not delusional. I'm not going to keep the same bands coming through over and over. Like, we're not necessarily the Casbah or the Belly Up, which
But that's why we have Corazon now.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hey.
So you're going from 188 capacity to how much at Corazon?
450.
Jesus Christ.
Let's fucking go.
Is there a band that you guys have always wanted to book at Til-Two, but just didn't make sense logistically because of the size and the capacity that you can now do at Corazon?
There's a lot actually, and I've started in the last 2 weeks reaching out to all of these people.
Yeah.
So we have about 4 more shows in the works.
Nice.
Who can we pressure for you?
I think it's too early to kind of pitch that.
Yeah.
Question: is this going to be once a month or just however
No,
it
baby,
lands?
We're going for it.
Oh yes, I love that.
So right now, I think we're probably going to do a 3-month period of just trying to get as many shows down there as possible. I know Ernie's kind of booked through most of like April, I believe. So I'm kind of hitting it hard like May
Summer.
and
Nice.
sporadic
Yeah.
where he needs availability. But I think after that, it's going to be like every 3, 4, maybe 5 times a
How
week.
exciting. It seems
Yeah.
like you guys like to jump in and grab life by the huevos and do
Yeah.
all these big.
Oh my God.
What happened?
What? Oh
Oh,
my God.
what's going on here? What was that? What was that? What was that?
Is that a
That's
signature
my
move?
favorite act. That is my favorite
Oh my
act.
God. No.
All right.
Okay,
I'm all
babe.
in. Hold on.
All right,
Hold on.
They get it. They get it.
No, we don't. We're getting it. There it is. Okay.
Oh my God.
God,
This is like.
Eric.
Okay, so like I hate this act. I fucking hate this act, and it's everyone's most favorite.
Reaction only. It won't go stream.
What happened?
It won't stream. I'll do reaction only.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Let's see.
What are we seeing?
Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm so uncomfortable.
Is this what you do on the weekends, Casas?
Pélame la banana. Hell yeah. That's not happening tonight. That act.
No.
Is that act retired?
No, that's like my most requested act, and I fucking hate it.
But you still do it even though you hate it.
Yeah, because people like the laughter that comes like this. Like the laughter that comes out of people, I'm like, I can't stop doing this. Like people think it's so funny, and I'm like, man, this is like not hot.
And
I'm
you need
like
to
a
hear it with
fucking
the music.
banana.
Yeah.
I'm a banana.
A stripping banana.
Yes.
A peeled banana.
Peeled banana.
Go ahead, Lexi. I knew you were with me. That's sexy. That's sexy. And Lexi's on a sick one. Get it. Nah.
I live
Oh,
my life.
man.
Metiche
YOLO,
Funday.
YOLO.
What else you got for us, Barry, before we wrap this bad boy up?
Well, you already kind of asked it, and they can't tell us. But I want to know, like, who's your goat band that you would book if you could? Like right now, if they just said yes to everybody, who would it be?
Kanye
And
West?
why is it Kanye West? Yeah. Who gave that guy a mic?
Yeah, I heard that one.
Like, is this like anybody?
Yeah,
any singer,
whoever
or is
you'd
this
like.
somebody who could, like, who
You could potentially
we could
book.
potentially get.
Yeah, like who do you like that would work best for your venue? Like it doesn't have to be like we're not.
Who do you think you can get that you really want?
I don't want to say.
Oh,
See, that's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to say that. I'm just like, what's your
Fucking
dream?
lawyer,
Like,
dog.
if I could get a guest in
Fucking
here,
lawyer, I
it'd be
love
Blink
it.
182.
Interesting.
Three-piece scandal.
What were you gonna say? Tell me in my ear.
No.
Because it's going to go from your ears straight to the mic. Damn.
It's like cartel shit. No.
Oh, allegedly,
He plays his
allegedly.
cards close to his sleeve. You gotta like that.
I want to learn about that. I want to know about that. You have to tell me a little bit later. I'm
It's
not.
a
I'm not
good
a.
story.
I'm not a resident of this country, so I mean, I feel like the laws don't really, include me. If anything, we had a copper in here. He told us that we can do mushrooms.
Yeah, I heard that.
Things
No,
are
he did not.
changing. Things are changing. All right, then. This was a good one. I got to learn about these motherfuckers. These guys are fucking top notch, man. This is exciting stuff. You're not excited.
No, I am. I'm sitting here smiling.
You're about to take on a whole new level of fucking stress.
I know. I can't wait.
Aren't you excited?
I think more stressful is her watching the banana video.
Yeah.
Bring it back, bro. Bring it back. Bring back the banana. Bring back the banana. No, for real, dog.
No, I'm stoked. I'm stoked to be in Logan. Like, I love the neighborhood. I'm stoked to be with Casas and Ernie, and I think it's going to be a really great partnership.
Ooh, what do you think, Casas? How excited are you about this partnership?
Yeah, it's gonna be good. For
Tell me
sure.
why. Tell me why.
Because we needed help, man. We were spread real thin, just Ernie and I, because it's like a day in, day out type of thing. So
And you guys have a full plate already.
yeah, and he wants to open up his bar that he's been working on for a
La
long
Bamba.
time, La Bamba Room. So that's gonna open in April. So we're gonna put a lot of effort.
Where's that going to be?
It's in the same building. That's just on the other side since Ernie took over the whole building.
Where the the studio was, the Pinche MMA studio, or
Exactly.
See, right that
exactly
way?
right
Yeah,
there.
for sure.
Yeah, so we already got it. We got the hallway already built out, and it opens up into the like it's almost. They saw it. Like it's real close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't you ever take me to Salud Tacos anymore?
No, I told you if you want to come.
Mhm.
Don't worry, I'll
Oh,
take
that
you now.
fucker.
You're too
Now,
busy.
see? Yeah, you'll take us to your spot. Hell yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Duh, whatever. You guys are always welcome here. This motherfucker, you got some stories, man. And you're just dying to tell them. I can't. We're gonna get some liquor in them, and we'll see if we can get you disbarred and do all the things. Is that what you said?
Can we not?
Can we not
That's
do
what pays
that?
the bills.
Hey, it takes a team. You both are both killing it. That's awesome. I love seeing couples that are legitimately working side by side and killing it. Because
I'm surprised we haven't killed each other.
I was gonna
yet.
say it's
tough.
gotta be
Because
hard.
we're like, we work together. We obviously sleep together. You know, it's like 24 hours with this fucking guy. I'm like, fuck, I haven't killed you yet. It's almost been 10
exhausting.
years. It is
Aw.
exhausting.
It's love. It's love.
Yeah,
I mean,
but we're
look
doing
at
it.
We get it. We get to do our shit because our wives are at home helping us do this shit.
Yeah.
You know, I have a family, so it's not like I can go out and do my shit and just expect things to magically get tied together. So I could not imagine working side by side. It could get difficult.
Yeah.
If there's a bad day, that shit carries over all fucking day.
Sure.
Like if wifey and I are in a, what is it? A
Lover
kerfuffle?
spat.
A kerfuffle?
A kerfuffle, yes.
A kerfuffle. It's like, all right, you know what? Well, I've got to go here and handle this. I'll be back later. And usually by then, I don't like holding grudges, so I'll apologize even if I knew it wasn't my fault. I'll just simply apologize. You know what, love? I love you. I just don't like arguing with you. You win, whatever. So everything's a competition. But if she was with me day in and day out, everywhere I go, I can see that like being overwhelming. So good on you.
Yeah.
Good on
I do
you,
have
fucking
to,
crazy
like-
kids.
Yeah, I have to give a shout out to our staff though, because if they were shitty,
Mm-hmm.
we would probably be fighting a lot. So our staff, our bar manager, like everyone at the club,
It
they've
takes
really-
a village.
they've
It
really
takes a
stepped up.
village. It's
Yeah.
not fun operating your business day in and day out,
No.
but it's awesome. It's exciting. You're the boss. You guys get to, reveal new game plans. You guys get to expand at your own convenience, however you want to do it. And we want to do this.
Yeah.
I tip my cap to you guys. You guys are killing it. I hope you
Thank
guys
you.
continue to grow and push it to the next level. And maybe even a little Barry Just Barrel get a Sunday night once upon a time or whatever. If you need an MC, he's also good at that.
There you go.
Just don't put any whiskey in him.
Hey, I did pretty good today.
That little banana dance, he does that shit, but
It's more like a plantain.
all right, casas. Thank you very much. Let's do the thing, man.
What was that?
Pobre vato. And you know what? I think he has gingivitis, bro.
That mouth shut.
Yeah, look at it.
That's not his.
That's his, fool. That is totally his. He's got to have ginger. Look at that little small upper lip. Yeah, that's him, fool. It's either him or Jonah Hill.
Oh man.
It's one or the other. Tell me about the cartel.
It's not even that good of a story.
It's such a good story.
They're all good.